Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Sound Stream, where Bandai lost their damn minds.
Isn't it the best of mankind right now?
It is the best of mankind. When mankind lets you down, mankind will be there for you. So
I l- it's so good to be a Digimon fan right now.
it's like
Like
specifically
literally,
right now.
like I had never seen this many people get into Digimon before. It's the fact that Time Change. I think even as you saw, but Time Change was like the most peak RPG on Steam. Like even more than
Yes.
like say Persona and such. It's like that's
At
insane.
one point,
It's
I
like
think it was the peak paid game on Steam.
it was like in the
Wow.
top three at the very least.
Yeah, I think it was number 2, and then the only game above, like at one, I think it was on Friday. The only game above it was a free game.
It was like Counter Strike. It was like Counter Strike's always like number because I think number one,
Yeah.
like the top one's always the Steam Deck, which I don't count because that's a console.
Mhm.
But like like it's like number two. I think if you don't count that, it was like right behind Counter Strike, which that's number one because it's
Yeah.
free. It's just like that's insane.
Spendash gets the comment of the intro here. When all hope seems lost, Bandai will be there to punch you in the gut. And I'm just gonna pin that for everybody. Because holy cow. For anyone wondering how these shows usually go, if this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, if it is your first time, this is not normally how the shows go. We usually don't have like this many people. So I just want to show my notes here. So like here's the notes for the news. We've got that there, right? That's the news. And then all of this is Bandai. Like all of this, and I didn't even include the like metal build Gundam stuff. Like that is all
I mean,
Bandai news that came out in the last 24 hours,
and the fact
basically.
that only one of them is Digimon is Bandai. What are you doing?
Yes. The words
Yeah,
Digimon are going to come up a whole lot this week because, for those that weren't aware, Digimon Story Time Stranger came out for consoles and PC over the weekend. I got to play a chunk of it. It's really, really good. And then also there's a new Digimon anime, which we will review the first episode of. Non-spoiler review, obviously. So,
how much I got 12 I'm in 12 hours on my Steam time right now for Time of Strangers. It's so good. I love playing it.
yes. Also, Spin
Uh
Dash said, how did they not announce Ranger Keys yesterday? Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't.
yeah. But like seriously, like it's so makes me so happy to see this many people, new and old, playing Digimon. It's like as a fan of this franchise since I was little, it's just so immaculate and also really funny. Oh, funny
I'm gonna
how
do
they
those while you talk. then we'll
yeah.
read them off.
It's just also just funny seeing people's first reaction. Like I thought they were like Pokemon, like they could talk. It's just like that.
Yes.
It's really fun. And also just really funny going like, wait, I thought Digimon was. I only Digimon I know was like Agumon. Why talk when there's like cyborgs and mecha and big anime booby woman in this franchise?
I gotta tell you, it's so nice seeing people
You
discover
reminded me
Digimon.
of seeing people getting mad that they couldn't use Lady Devimon to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Well,
yeah,
as it's
it's
the
the first
first
of the
stream of
month.
the month, I gave out 10 memberships. This is for 1 month free on the memberships, which helps support the channel. Thank everybody who is already a channel member. So the 10 gifted memberships, I'm going to do this my practice run. So when I have to re-record the shout outs tomorrow, I can practice now. We got Mr. Arrowverse 16, Parzival Joker, Philip Ceruno, Jacobo Shiruzu, Dr. Carver, Renato, Thigo Ribeiro, Ghostly, Sherez, and Gabriel Saez. So thank you,
Welcome
everybody.
everybody.
And you're welcome, Parzival Joker. So that is my little support gift to everybody to enjoy some memberships. Also, it's technically sponsored by YouTube because they give me that option to do that. So
It's sponsored by YouTube.
sponsored by YouTube. Let's see. I think that's pretty. So basically, yeah, it's been a great weekend for Digimon because we have a new anime and a new game, and people are discovering Digimon, and that makes me very happy because I have been in the trenches of this franchise for. Okay, so when did Adventure
Like
come out?
1999.
99.
Yeah, I've
I
been in
know
the
that.
trenches 26 years, and I'm 30.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been in Digimon for since '97. Shoot.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because Digimon the anime is 26 year old, but the VPAT is older.
I
Cause
Yeah, I was an anime kid. I wasn't a
Most
VPET
were.
kid, so
Most were. I was just a huge VPET guy, and then like, oh snap, it's getting an anime too.
yeah. Also, funny story. So I'm wearing an Inosuke T-shirt because I saw somebody like see a picture of Inosuke and go, "Is that a new Digimon?"
Like in pop,
It
like
could
really?
be.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't even have to say no because like boar head on
There's
man body does seem like a
Mhm,
Digimon design, right?"
yes,
exactly.
with the swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
um, I tell you, like the
Man bear
Digimon.
pigmon. Yeah.
Man, Bear Pigmon. Yeah, but yeah, the Digimon like brain rot's real. I've been like nothing but listening to Digimon videos all week, and it just feels so good. Also,
I would have
just
been doing more Digimon, but I've been doing Tron research for the last week.
that that's digital. That's a digital.
It's still
Tron can be a
digital.
Digimon. Tron can be a Digimon.
I don't want to make my
Digimon.
Jared Leto joke that's very obvious, so I'm going to resort to not doing that. But
But like like
yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like over like listening to all the Digimon stuff. Like one of my favorite things about Digimon, I think compared to Pokemon, the fact that Digimon really feels even more like a multimedia franchise because like during the wilderness years between Frontier and Data Squad, which now think about it, it's probably the smallest wilderness years gap if I think about it, because what Frontiers was 2020 was 2002 and Data Squad was Saviors was what 2006, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was like I think that's like the smallest wilderness years. Like what was I think the biggest gap was what at month of 2020 was the biggest wilderness gap.
That was 3 years. Savers to Cross Wars.
Because what Data Squad ended 10/6, Cross was 2010, so
Yeah.
that wasn't too long.
Well, there
I
was
think.
nothing in between. That was kind of the problem.
Yeah,
Because if
because
you were in
because
Japan, you got a VPET, a couple VPETs,
you got the Chronicle, you got the whole. Yeah, because that was
and there
bringing
was
up
a few video games, but like in the western side of Digimon, there was absolutely nothing once Data Squad ended until Cross
yeah.
Wars came out, dubbed as Fusion 2 years later, and then we got All Star Rumble, which everybody bought out of desperation, and then Bandai went, "Oh, there is an audience," and that's how we got Cyber Sleuth.
And look where we are now.
Look where we are now. So yeah,
But yeah,
it's crazy.
that's one of my favorite parts of Digimon is the fact that during the in between the Frontiers and Data Squad, like we just got this whole big storyline of Digimon Chronicles of the whole X Anybody storyline just for the VPET. I kind of love that about it,
Yep. You're welcome,
and
Philip
such like that.
Suna. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of love that about Digimon. That the fact that they create this whole storyline about Yggdrasil. It's like I'm gonna kill you all because file size too big. We need to move.
I like that
Create.
Digimon also is just like, we have a web manga, and here's a new Digimon you never heard of before. Oh, we have a Chinese mobile game. Here's a new Digimon you never heard of before. Oh, here's the card
Yeah,
game. Here's a new Digimon you never heard of before. Like, it's just constantly.
yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, we always every generations we'll get new set of Pokemon.
Yep.
Digimon, we just Bandai kid just sneeze, and
Yes.
here comes a new Digimon.
I mean, there was
Such
one
that.
time, like, usually the reference book doesn't debut Digimon, but, like, a blue Greymon variant suddenly existed, and everyone's like,
I know
what?
it's always interesting. It's always interesting of like the gap between when the Digimon was made versus when they get added to the reference book. Because isn't like the Cross War VPET that's gonna
Yes.
add a bunch of new Digimon that was in the Cross Wars DS game, right?
Right,
That
because
was
they
their
never had appeared in anything outside that DS game. So, because like the reference book, because like it's not the reference book website for Digimon isn't just, oh, we added a Digimon. They have to create new artwork for it, so it's consistent.
yeah, which is
Oh,
funny though,
that's right.
because
Yeah.
actually a lot of new we're getting a lot new reference book art from Time Traders, not for like the new Digimon for it, but like because there's that really bad card game in Time Change that
Hmm.
they need to make new art because they all use reference book art. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of Digimon that have been years old finally getting reference book art because of that card game mini game and such like that, which is so funny to know.
Muteki said, "Sign out going to
But
make a guide on leveling system, ways to grind for XP and money." No, I don't understand it
uh,
enough. I understand. I play on easy. You want a guide? There's other people for that.
I recommend. I know some people are like, man, the difficulty is really tough. My biggest recommendation for people playing Time Trader is make sure you have like 2 of each like type of vaccine data and virus, and
Hmm.
because it's you have 6 Digimon, 3 in battle, 3 in reserve.
I was
It's
used
best
to
to always
that with Cyber Sleuth because you needed them to use hacker skills.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
because some bosses could be, or some like the big bosses are only like, vaccine types, and then you have a data type. That's my biggest advice. Don't just stick with don't just stick with just. I know, like that's the thing about Digimon. It's like, oh, I want to go with the Digimon I see in the anime.
Mm.
Most of the Digimon anime are usually vaccine types and such like that. So it's like,
Hellfire also says use
yeah,
character reversal will come in clutch.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a big advice.
For anyone wondering my gameplay style in turn-based RPGs, it's Bull in China shop and hope it works. So don't ask me for advice.
That sounds like how I play Fate Grand Order. I just
Yeah.
hit B for Buster.
Yep.
I tell you, my Starmon and Mud Frigimon saved me during the Parrotmon boss battle.
What boss battle
Those
did I
two
do? I
saved me.
fought. Was it Cyclonemon? I think I fought.
Cyclonemon,
Yeah,
yeah.
I fought Cyclomon and I was having trouble, but I had already evolved Gabumon and Agumon bond of friendship and courage.
Oh
So
yeah, you used the cheating.
I
You
cheated
used the
it. I
cheating
just
mon.
pulled them out. I was like, I don't want this battle's taking too long. And I pulled them out. Just bam, bam, bam. I cheated with my DLC I paid for. Yeah, no, I think. Oh, there is like one thing that's kind of annoying. There's an extra like was it? It's like an extra thing of like $8 to get a dungeon that you can XP grind in, and it's
I
not
saw people
included in
tweet
any
like,
of the premium editions.
yep, which is annoying. Good old Bandai and their DLC practices.
Yeah,
I saw like people were like, oh, I have my I know you this far in the story, and they had like Lilithmon and Gallantmon. Like, how do you have this many? Oh, the XP grinding.
yeah,
Essentially, that makes sense. And such. Yeah, that's the thing about Digimon also with Time Changers. Like people complain about, yeah, this has the biggest roster of Digimon games so far. I think some people complain about, oh, the Pokemon games don't have my favorite Pokemon and such like that. Digimon have, I think some people realize there's actually I think a lot more Digimon than Pokemon.
yes,
They are because as a Frontiers fan, they only so they only added one new spirit, which I guess someone at Bandai really like Ranamon because they added the only new Frontiers edition is just her and her Beast Spirit.
yeah. It's
Which I
really
think funny.
strange, like the way that like some of the rosters
I
are
also,
picked.
it also made me realize that like cause I saw also because it's interesting because I was deep diving into the card game again,
Mm,
which I didn't know like because I found out that like I think it was set 18 was Frontiers theme, which is so cool. But like made me realize that I think Bandai it's funny how Bandai uh go back to Japanese names for some Digimon instead of keeping the dub names because I saw like now Ranamon is now back to Lanamon
yeah,
in both the
it's been
card
a
game
whole
and
thing
Time
with
Change.
Crusadermon versus Lord Nightmon.
Yeah, or yeah, it's funny in like 'cause I saw Koichi Speak Spirit is
Yeah,
back to Kaiser Leomon instead of Jaeger Loemon and such like that.
yeah,
It's funny.
it's so bizarre. Like there's Lydramon, Raydramon. He keeps flipping back and forth. I think he went back
It's,
to Lydramon because they used Raydramon in Atmon, so they flipped him
yeah,
back to Lydramon.
it's just funny how some Digimon go back to their Japanese names, some like which I find
You
interesting
know what's the
because
funniest
like
one is the card game with the human names because all of the card game tamer cards use the English dub names except for Cross Wars.
oh, so they use Taiki instead of
Yeah,
Mikey, which I kind of honestly I kind of like that better.
Bandai's just
I
like
don't like.
fusion dub never happened.
Yeah, it really does feel like that because they keep calling it Fusion Battle, which is the East Asia meme, right?
Yeah,
For it. So, which I don't mind. Which funny because I'm rewatching your the home media history video on the Digimon release. I did notice on the first season Fusion set it had the Saban Brands logo on the back of it, but I noticed for season 2 it didn't. It just had Toei Animation, which I
yeah.
find interesting.
I think the rights have
Like
already.
I'll
Toei had a really short lease on Digimon. Like those rights retracted really quick back
It
to.
was funny because Digimon hype. So Digimon brain rot. So like I've been like looking back on so many things
Mm,
and looking back at the fusion era was so interesting. First off, like if you ever do a video on like the anime Digivices, I'm interested you to do the cross war section because there's 3 crossloaders
yes,
toys
depending on
because
what
there's
region
the
you're in.
Bandai yeah, because there's the original Japanese LCD game. Then just the Bandai America, like pretty much a role playing toy. But I didn't know like South like Asia, where it was called like what Fusion
They
Battle,
got like
had
a
its own
VPAT.
like yeah, like a V pet. crossover.
Yeah,
I
it works. It
find
works
so
a lot like
interesting.
the Digivice Data Link.
Yeah, I just find that
Yeah.
interesting. And then like the about like I just find how like for like the short time Saban had the Fusion license, Digimon they were trying to make it big. Like,
Hmm.
not you got the toy line for Bandai America, but they're also like
Card
they
game.
were like planning to do card game. They were gonna make an original like app game
Yes.
because there was a app game for Fusion made by
But there was
Bandai
supposed to be
that
like one that was like a full on like game.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has like concept art, which actually the concept art is actually really damn cool. I'll
Mhm.
say if you've seen it, but like it's very interesting. And then like that, there's also like the post Frontiers stuff where everyone trying to make a Frontiers sequel.
Force
Post
3.
Frontiers, yeah, that
I love Force 3
abomination.
because that Digivice is a stupid looking thing.
It's
Here's
an
3
abomination.
Digivices that connect together to make a random shape.
Yeah, but this one's for like Spirit Evolve, and one's for armor, one's just normal.
Yeah.
Like that. It's so interesting. Do you know about the manhwa sequel that they tried to
Yes,
make?
I do. That one was also weird. Oh.
Digimon deep dive is so interesting, and I kind of love that
Digimon
about
is
it.
the franchise I would apply the Nevertheless She Persisted title to.
Yeah.
Just-
legit.
nothing stops Digimon.
Especially since like people like me who even though I liked it, I didn't know about a lot of that stuff.
Mm.
Because people are like, "Oh man, didn't you know all this?" I'm like, "No, I thought it died after Tamers, and then I saw."
I think
I
that's
mean, if you
so.
didn't have
I,
UPN, it did
that's
No,
die
what's the
after
other one?
Tamers.
it was
What's
what
the fourth one?
UPN. Frontier was on UPN and then later tuned Disney, right?
But
Yep.
yeah, Jetix and yeah, I saw that one, and I didn't know that one existed. And then after that, I completely like fell off, and I was like, dang, because I was like, man, I wish Digimon was still going. The rest of you guys, if I knew you back then, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, yes, I'm almost finished with Frontiers, and I'll honestly say I legitimately don't understand the dislike of Frontiers. Besides, it's a bit different. Like I literally don't understand the utter
I
hatred
think it's pretty solid.
people.
I think the Japanese version gets really gross, but like otherwise it's pretty solid.
I honestly it's about the same as Adventure Zero Two and Tamers
Yeah.
in my eyes. It's the same amount of quality and such like that. I don't
Yeah, that's like
understand
it's a
just
really
like
solid like 5 show run. Like there's no fall off in those first 5 shows, honestly,
I don't get. I just feel like this people dislike it just
for being
because
different.
it's different. Yeah, because
I know
I've been really enjoying.
there's a couple people that are like, they don't like that Zoe as a character is kind of stagnant in the Japanese version, and
Yeah,
that
this is
she's
one
the
of those
only girl on the team, and she's like just kind of there, and I'm like, yeah, that's
I
valid.
think the dub. I think the dub really improve a lot of the
Yeah,
problems of Japanese frontiers,
they also
especially.
cut out all the
Uh,
weird JP Zoe stuff.
yeah, no, they made JP a lot more likable in the dub,
Yeah,
where they keep the obvious crush, but they make it like subtle
they
more.
take him from being
Um,
anime Sanji to being manga Sanji.
Yeah, and also like Frontiers is interesting looking back because I think Frontiers is sad. Like, as much as I love Frontiers, I can definitely tell the writings on the wall
Hmm.
with budgets and because much as I love Frontier, man, that show is kind of cheaply animated.
They
They
never do
love the
evolution scenes, or they never do an evolution scene for Kaiser Liliemon.
Yep, and also because they love reusing animations because they
Mm,
reuse the same animation of Agunimon's main attack over and
yep.
over and over again, and also because I find it interesting because the other four, the other four, kids do have fusion evolutions, but that they were never incorporated in the show, which because I
Budget.
think. Yeah, budget. Because I think Zoe's, Tommy's, and JP's were post Frontiers. I think
Yeah.
that like Jet Nepimon and such like that. By the way, I hate Daipengmon. I
Oh,
hate
don't
that
you?
as Tommy's.
Isn't great. Just fucking
I
penguin.
hate it. Like, how do we go from bear to like bigger bear, and then penguin?
Penguin.
Like what? Yeah, but like such as how because sadly, because obviously Frontier was very toy heavy with the designs, especially with the Automon Bale Wolfmon, but
Mm.
like Koichi clearly had one with Ronimon because you can make that in the toy, but like yeah, I just
It
assumed
just it
there was
didn't
no
happen because they
money.
just didn't have the money to, to they didn't have the money to do the evolution scene, and
Hmm.
Bandai was already kind of because I don't know this for sure, but it feels like the toy line got canceled about halfway through the show, and Bandai just was like, "We're not paying for more of this. You just finish up the
No,
show on your own."
it was because was it Loeman and Kaiser
Yeah, they never
Leomon
came out in
never
Japan.
made. They only were U.S. and
Yeah, and so I think that
Asia.
the money that would have gone into using them in the show was not there, so they were just like, "Meh." Like, let's just
Yeah,
throw them out. Yeah.
it is. Yeah, Frontiers is any sad problems, and it's pretty much outside the show's
Yeah, it's the budget
parameter. Where
falling out in the last third.
yeah, I mean, it does.
Yeah.
It really shows because I'm enjoying the last half of Frontiers, but like the only two opponents they're fighting is just Crusadermon and Dynasmon,
Yep.
and that's it.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it was ironic because the new Digimon series has absolutely no toy influence. I
it's
know
true.
this.
Which we will talk about in a minute. But also, I was going to say with the funny part about Dynasmon and Crusadermon being villains in Frontiers, they're also villains again in Sabers.
No, I just love and Cybers,
And
Dynasmon
Cyber
and Lord Knight. Yeah, they're always dicks. They're just the dicks of
Yep.
the Royal Knights. That kind of. Yeah, and Cronymon, but
Mhm.
Cronymon, like those three are just like the jerks of the Royal Knights
They really
because they're
are.
always evil.
All right, well, I'm going to cut off our conversation because we could sit here and talk Digimon for 4 or 5 hours. But
We're gonna
Love
talk
it.
more
There's a
about
lot
it
of
later.
news.
we got
We're
more to
gonna
talk
more
about.
later.
Blade Raider said, "Did you see it? Zet's episode 5 has a video on demand already as of earlier today. They are learning." Yes, I was very glad to see that. That happened last
really?
week as
Works.
well. Like right at the end of the
bullying
show last week, they're like, "Here, 4 episodes. Like the 4 episodes, you can just watch them now. You can just go on the Tokusatsu YouTube and just watch them at your own pace."
I think
Good.
there is a region. I think there is a region availability for that one, but still,
Yes.
it's just nice that they listen.
And basically, it seems like they're gonna upload the episodes on Mondays. So they're gonna do the live stream thing from like the Saturday premiere through Sunday, and then on Monday they'll upload the VOD. So the nice part is the
I think
VODs,
it's good.
the ads breaks in the VOD don't run during the show. So I'm just gonna keep waiting for the VODs because it makes the most sense for me. All right.
Oh yeah, Hellfire. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of the fusions are in the toy. Like a lot of the posts. The other 4 fusions are in these can, but they're never in the show because again, money. For
Yeah,
toys on the
they
toy
did the
side.
same thing with the other
Armor Spirits.
the Armor Spirits. Yeah, they're in the D3, but not in the show. All right. So PSAs last week on the channel had a Digimon video, how to watch Digimon Beatbreak, or how to watch Digimon the Beatbreak update, which is just kind of catching up on what happened in Digimon anime in the last 2 years. Nice and simple, quick and easy. And then Comic Book Haul in September, which I gotta tell you guys that the Comic Haul, with that runtime and with that thumbnail where I'm throwing like Tron and Tomb of Dracula and Hawkman up, and it's still getting like really solid viewership, makes me happy because that means the Comic Haul itself is a draw, not necessarily just what is in the thumbnail. So that's good to see. Comic Hauls will continue as they have been. So
People really like them them hauls, especially for like a medium that most people are trying to get into. Essentially.
yeah, I think because I think as I was looking at other comic YouTubers, and there's a bunch of them that review books individually, but I've noticed other channels like mine that kind of cover multiple subjects at times, doing a haul once a month to be like, here's the books I got. Like I think people really enjoy that, and I'm enjoying making them because I get a chance to talk about stuff. And I also got to bitch about Hawkman and how he's treated. So but yeah, that was a fun haul. A couple people asked in the comments what about the Blu-ray haul. That's going to be this week. The plan for this week is we got the Blu-ray haul on Wednesday, and then the Tron viewing guide on Friday. And you guys probably wonder, what do you mean you're doing a Tron viewing guide? Isn't it just 2 movies and a TV show? Yes. So I expanded it, and it got out of hand. But it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy hearing me talk about Tron.
Can the thumbnail be you just doing the Tron poster holding all the home media in your hands?
I probably could do that. I'll have to see if I can space it out. If anything, I'm going to hold like a stack of stuff because I am including both movies, the TV show, all the video games, the novels, the comics, and the theme park attractions, and of course, as you can imagine, the Kingdom Hearts worlds. We're doing it all.
You know what's frustrating about? Do you saw the newest poster of Ares where it did the
Yes.
classic pose, but they missing something?
A woman?
The woman. Yeah, which is
I,
even frustrating because isn't the main character of that movie gonna be a woman?
yes. I was like, why is Eve Kim and or Athena not on this poster?
Maybe because they didn't want to be near Jared Leto.
I know. I, I don't want to make my Digimon joke with Jared Leto being in Tron. Um, anyways, we're gonna cover all of it. It's gonna be so like the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna do canon stuff, non-canon stuff, all of it. You know, like you guys want to hear about Tron 2.0 because oh boy, do I want to talk about Tron 2.0. Like there is a lot of stuff, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be more interesting than just covering the movie and TV stuff or just covering the canon stuff. Like I think kind of I can just do it as like an entire franchise overview type thing. And the other cool part about Tron as a franchise is you can play all the games still. Like they're all out there.
Most of them are on Steam, I think.
On sale. Even Tron 2.0,
yeah.
which is like 22
that's
years
on
old at
Steam.
this point.
That's like cheap on Steam. I know that.
Yes. If you're a big Tron fan, I recommend Tron 2.0. That we'll talk about it, but it's not canon anymore because Legacy kind of overwrote the whole thing. But like, I got a lot to talk about.
It's. Are you gonna do like a DC the Watchtower database Tears of Canon scenario?
I basically because I was thinking about Tears of Canon, but honestly, like pretty much like all the Tron media, even though there's like some visual differences, like the all the stuff that like connects to Legacy, Uprising, Betrayal, Evolution, all of it lines up like insanely well, all things considered. Like if you experience all of it, you'll get the entire picture of what happens. It's cool.
That's always my logic of canon. Like, can I fit it nicely without anything contradiction? AK, that's why I will forever say Revenge of Cooler is still canon, and nothing can tell me otherwise because it fit nicely, nicely at post Trunks' appearance and before androids attack.
Yeah, same thing with BoJack, right? We always talk about BoJack like fitting almost insanely too good. But yeah, it's gonna be the same thing with Tron, where it's like, you know, like okay, Tron looks different in the flashback. Whether you see like the famous flashback from Legacy, Tron looks different in the movie, in Uprising, in Evolution, and in Betrayal. But it's the same it's the same events, you know. So it's like
it's the Batsu effect.
Exactly. I'm not worried about that stuff. I'm worried about like does the story fit? Like Tron 2.0 doesn't fit. But I'm going to talk about how it's funny how Legacy stole Tron 2.0's plot. But anyways, there's a lot to talk about. I've been watching Tron Uprising again. I watched the movies again. I'm going to start. I started the Kingdom Hearts cutscenes, so I can get that because I don't have time to play it all. But I'm just going to like get all the cutscenes so I get the story information in. I'm going to rewatch the Evolution cutscenes because I don't have time to play the whole game again. But I just need the story bits. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. So
if it does well. Like, what other franchise would you do something like that for? Like, where you cover everything? Like that's reasonable.
There's one that's unreasonable that I still want to do anyways.
Is it Digimon?
No. Digimon is even beyond this one. The one I want to do that's unreasonable is the Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
Because what I want to do is, like, I don't want to do just the Muppets movies and TV shows because there's a Wikipedia article for that, right? I would want to go into like, oh, here's the Muppets visiting, you know, Walt Disney World. Here's the Muppets attraction at Disney World and Disneyland. Here's
the Muppets being the doctor.
Exactly. Here's the Muppets presenting an award at the Academy Awards. Here's the Muppets hosting a Robbie Williams concert. Like I want to put like every single Muppets thing in to like one insane video. I legitimately would love to do that. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I'm trying to piece together because there's a bunch of it that's lost media too now, which is fun.
We're gonna do a Metroid one where you cover like the manga or the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Power comic and stuff like that.
That will be depending on how the Tron one does because the Tron one's the first guide I'm breaking format on, and I want to see it's not going to be viewership that decides it because we all know Tron is a niche franchise and that movie's probably flopping this weekend, but. The thing I want to put it is not so much the viewership numbers, but what's the reception from the comments section? Like, do you like me covering everything? You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a better margin because sometimes when it comes to such new stuff, it really does come down to audience engagement and how big the view number is. Scenario like that.
Exactly. So, like, you know. That's where, you know, if the Tron guide does well audience reception wise, then it's good. But if like a majority of the comments are like, shut up and get to the point, then, you know, I gotta figure out how to structure it.
Play Raider. The Muppets on SNL were all on SNL. They were
Yep.
all over the first season.
Muppets on
Question.
SNL, like, there's a lot.
Question about the Muppets thing. Will you include the Wilkins coffee stuff?
That's going to be the line I'm going to have to figure out, because if I include,
Wilkins and Wilkins.
I feel like if I include Wilkins Coffee, I have to include Fraggle Rock and Sesame Street.
Sesame Street's such a weird one because technically that should be telling account as Muppets because of Kermit
Yeah.
being in the first. How long was Kermit in Sesame Street? Was he only like first season or was he like?
But the thing is, like, even beyond that, like, they just did a video for, like, Jim Henson's birthday, and it was, like, Kermit and Oscar and someone from Fraggle Rock. I don't know Fraggle Rock, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's, like, I have to kind of, like, do I want to do... Like, I think I have to narrow the focus to, like, Kermit's Muppet Theater troupe as, like, the focus, you know?
Also, surprised you haven't seen Fraggle Rock yet. That seems like up your alley.
It is. I just missed it.
Yeah, I think it was before. Yeah, it was before I grew up with it.
It was before my time, and it's been locked to Apple. It's been locked to Apple TV Plus for like years.
Yep.
So
seen Dinosaurs.
I have seen Dinosaurs. Yes.
I have Dinosaurs figures still.
There's a great episode of Dinosaurs about a theme park that's open, even though most of it's under construction. And I'm like, present day Disney World.
That's the most depressing series finale ever.
It really does.
Yep.
Spin Dash says, "Where does the theme park ride fit in canon for Tron?" You get to find out on Friday.
That should be another video topic. Is the canonicity of theme parks rides of certain.
I have a whole lot of thoughts on the Guardians of the Galaxy rides.
I can already tell you about the Dragon Ball one.
Oh god,
yeah, it's the 4D one. Yeah,
the 41 Broly. Yeah.
Yeah, because just so everybody knows how deep we're going with this, I'm going all the way down to the junior novelization of Tron Uprising.
God, wow, that deep.
Yeah, and the reason why is because
is there any toy lore?
There's no toy lore.
Is there any?
Oh,
okay. There's gonna be eventually a franchise where you just kind of rely on toy lore for stuff
probably
like that.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the notes are kind of crazy for the Tron. I will get my Kingdom Hearts note checked by Kingdom Hearts experts before I film, so everybody don't worry. Because I wrote stuff down off wikis, and I'm watching the cutscenes, and then I'll make my notes, and then be like, all right, Kingdom Hearts friends, am I wrong on this, or is this right?
Hey, are you just going to ask Hellfire for everything?
Yes, I'm going to basically ask Hellfire, because I have not seen a person know Kingdom Hearts lore better than Hellfire. Also, Hellfire is a big Tron fan, too, so dual purpose there. The fun part is you can also ask the question, is the Kingdom Hearts world's canon to Tron? And I can tell you, the answer may surprise you.
Yep.
All right. Last week in shorts, I forgot what I made. Let me see. Oh yeah, Digimon. I did a short on what is the best Digivice. I was talking canonically in story.
I love that video. I love that video.
Thank you. I was trying to make sure I made a point on all of them in 3 minutes. It was rough. It was so rough. Yeah.
What is your favorite Digivice in both design but also as a toy? So like favorite design
D3.
and favorite toy.
D3. I absolutely adore the D3.
In both?
In both. Because, like, the D3, like, I honestly, I don't like the anime proportions as much, but I still like it. But holding a D3 is, like, just, it fits the hand. I don't know what it is. Like, holding a D3 is so satisfying.
It is.
I think for me, it's the D scanner. I just really love the design.
I like that one a lot. I think the D scanner is probably my favorite in show, I think, because it's a Henshin device.
D scanner is the only one we see the insights of.
That's true, yeah. But I just love holding a D3. Yeah, that one was fun because a couple people left some comments that made good points as counterpoints, and I was like, yeah, that's fair.
I just try to feel about the Appy driver because I feel like I think I like the design, but I feel like there's some stuff there. I feel like it's a little too busy in some places.
I like the duo more than the regular one.
I think the Appy driver. I think is a little too busy. Where I think the 2020 Digivice is a little too simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
And such like that. So it's like, yeah, we got two opposite ends of the spectrum pretty much for those two and such.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I like the Apply Drive Duo more because you can use the Apply Drive Duo with because like with the regular Apply Drive, you have to like slide the cover down with the other hand. But with the Duo, you
Yeah.
can slide it with the Switch, and it pops up.
I
And
think
I love it.
I think I like the Athlete Drive more if it was like a wrist mounted like changer. I don't know. It feels like
Yeah, which
that
they
kind
also
of
have like a wrist thing to hold the chips, which is kind
yeah,
of
which is yeah, which the holder. You have to hold. Don't you have to hold complete Appimon toy line practically?
as far as I know, I don't have every single chip, but I have all the chips for the characters to evolve with.
Do you have
Like,
the chips and figures and such like that?
I have some of the figures, not all of them, because their figures are kind of
Because
shit.
what's your your Bandai's not CCBS system?
Yeah, exactly, and they're not good. I have
Yeah.
Intermon and Musimon, and they're not good. I didn't want to buy
Here's
them.
here's a reminder when people tried to argue that Appmon failed. It's the only Digimon toy line that got completed 100%.
Mhm.
That's a huge
Alice asked a
reminder.
question about the Power Rangers Deluxe Edition hardcovers. I'm going to do an updated reading guide soon. My copy of Darkest Hours coming in soon, and that's going to be like, I'll do a reading guide, and then I'll also mention what's not in the deluxe hardcovers. It's going to be formatted like my Ninja Turtle reading guide I just did like a week and a half ago. So go check that out if you want to know what the format's going to be like. But it's coming sometime this month. I don't have an exact date yet, but there you go. That's another video tease. All right, what was the last thing we were going to say on the Digivices?
I know, yeah, I love Digivices.
They're fun.
Do
Especially
you
the
like
D3.
do you like your Digivice to be an egg?
I would like it if it was a toy. All right, PSAs for things that aren't news. I don't know, my brain shot. The Fan of the Opera comic Kickstarter has officially crossed its funding goal. There's 8 days to go. So if you're wanting to get the cool opera case comic edition like I did, by all means, like it's now
I have to say about
funded,
that.
so I'm really happy.
I thought it was when I saw the Phantom and comic. It didn't read the whole thing in the notes. I was like, I thought it was the Phantom. I was like, oh snap,
yeah,
they're doing. Oh.
Purple guy.
I was like,
yep.
the ghost who walks.
Can you use those coffins as props for figures?
Technically. Probably. Haven't tried. Maybe I should. All right. The Harley Quinn Suicide Squad McFarlane Toys crowdfund is at 75%. 21 days to go.
I'm not
probably
surprised
making it,
that's not surprised that's doing well.
Yeah.
Because
Especially at the
you're getting
prices.
really good deal. Yeah, you're getting good deals on them.
Yep. And then our last PSA, which I forgot to click the link on because, oops, I added it last minute. If you're a Hasbro Pulse customer, you should check your orders compared to your original order sheets because, as we see here, Toy Light and Magic reported that their original order receipt showed $74.99 for the Hawk and MMS for G.I. Joe Classified, but the order in the account now says $79.99. And there was no information saying, hey, we've changed the price. They just changed it quietly, which is really, really bad. Shame on you, Hasbro Pulse.
Very, very scummy.
Very
legitimately
scummy.
scummy.
And this won't be the last time we will be calling out Hasbro today, but go check your orders if you haven't, because that's stupid. Once your price is locked, your price is locked. Like, don't be
make
doing
sure make sure you take screenshots because hopefully we can you can like email going like, oi, that's not what I was promised before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have screenshots of my orders now, and if they charge me more than what the order page said or what my receipt said when I ordered it, I will be contacting them, and if they don't respond, I will be going the hardcore on it. So.
And that's the thing, like, unlike other sites, like, like Big Bad will tell you, like, we had to raise the price because of tariffs.
Yes.
That's fine.
They're like, we had to raise the price on this. Would you like to cancel? Is basically the Big Bad Toy Store email. But Pulse is doing it quietly without telling anyone.
Which is like,
which is just as bad as when my Emma Frost order said shipping November 1st, and yet she charged on September 29th.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing people getting that also. Yeah.
I did not get an email about her. It says shipping November 1st, but it also said shipped to customer September 30th. So like their system's all screwed up.
Yeah, like because honestly, because stuff like this really, I mean, I know Hasbro's the definition of bad faith in customer support, bad faith in customers was it, but like, man, this is like really bad. Like this is really bad, honestly.
Yep. Yeah, Blader says it seems the exact thing to tell Better Business Bureau about. Yeah, also my lawyer. I don't have a lawyer yet, but I would totally go for it. You know, there's worse things to use a lawyer for. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, but he's too busy fighting crime in the streets
I know.
and such like that.
And my other lawyer, she's on a space expedition right now, trying to save a planet.
I love. You saw that Rivals dialogue of like Matt
Yes.
and T'Challa talking about like Wakanda space and like, oh, I can imagine Hell Kitchen in
In
space and
space.
Alex Lee and laugh and they kept that in.
Yeah.
That was meant to be. I love they kept it in because they thought it would be fitting with Matt, which like yeah. Because I think about Daredevil, Matt's kind of a silly guy.
He really is.
You
I
know.
mean, he does run around in a red costume calling himself Daredevil while being a devout Catholic.
That's the thing about Matt Murdock. People think he's like Batman or something like that. Like, oh, dark and brooding. But no. Yeah, but no, Daredevil's a very silly guy.
Yeah, he is.
You get to know him.
I also think there was people complaining that Matt was complaining about Luna Snow's music, and I was like, yeah, someone who's blind and has sensitive hearing would be completely overstimulated by K-pop. Like that's like a nuclear bomb going off in his ear. Like,
yeah.
Like his radar sense is dead. He goes to a K-pop concert, he can't even use his radar sense for days. It's just over at that point. All right, Digimon Beatbreak episode 1. We gotta do some quick thoughts because we got one episode. It's now out. There's a news topic about Crunchyroll. I get to complain about Crunchyroll. Woo.
But boy, are
it's
we
great.
back? Are we back? Boy, are we back?
So we're not going to go into spoilers because I want people to watch the show and enjoy it. But I gotta say, I'm so glad that we have people that worked on Sabers working on this because it's got that vibe where it's like, we know that Digimon is loved by older audiences. Let's give them the juice.
Honestly, what you say? Because I legitimately think Beatbreak episode 1 is probably honestly the one of the best first episode premieres of Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately I love a lot of Digimon, but like I don't know, Beatbreak's first episode really, I think has one of the best first episodes I've seen in the franchise because it really I want more. Like I always I
Yes.
say that about every Digimon series I watch, but like they did such a good job setting up this world and premise and characters so well in this first episode.
And they learned how to get
man.
to the point because that was some of my issue with the first episode of Adventure 2020 was that the first episode was really the first 3.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
three-parter practically. But cause man, also this world is really screwed because holy this is literally iPad kids, the
Yep.
Nightmare Edition.
I was having this discussion with Hellfire. This is
Reminded me.
actually a darker world than the Cyberpunk game world.
I know.
In a lot of ways, it is from what I saw.
Yeah.
Hellfire posted in the Digimon channel. There's a shot because if you don't know, quick premise for people that don't know, in this world, the world Beatbreak, everybody's pretty much controlled by these things called Satotamas, which are pretty much iPhones on steroids, practically. Because literally, you do everything with it. It's not just a phone, but it literally has its own AI where it's like, oh, you're eating unhealthy today. I suggest you buy this instead, or you're doing great exercising.
It has an auto ordering function for food too.
Yeah, and wasn't Satomi the girl said oh, my Satama said that I could be brilliant and smart, but keep going the way I do, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just this is dystopian. My God.
And the thing that there's a shot in the intro that seems like basically everybody's got a QR code implanted inside of them that is read by the Sapotama.
E-Pulse. Yeah,
it's called E-Pulse. And basically it's implied by the intro that they're implanted into people when they're newborns.
That doesn't sound.
Yeah, ooh. And
as a reminder, in the world of Cyberpunk in Night City, people get cyber brains at the earliest at the age of 16.
Yep. And there's a shot where Saitama was teaching kindergartners, oh god, this is iPad Kids, the Nightmare Edition. I saw that, oh no, this is a doom world we're in here.
My favorite part is that we got to see all 4 main characters in this first episode, but we focused mostly on Tenma, so that way we had character development the gate.
it was really smart how they did it because yeah, there's a clip out there of the first half, the first like beginning, literally the first episode, first like 5 minutes or whatever, of the other Reina, Makoto, and Kyo. But I think that was smart because that was really smart to know. I like that, like kind of like Dance Squad, but like actually also not because Thomas
Mhm.
came in later, right?
Yeah, Thomas
So
came in a little
like,
later.
but so like we had the whole
Yeah.
other crew already active, and Tenma's or is already an outsider, and then he'll
What
come
I
in the
liked
next
about
episode.
it was that basically it was a cold open to be like, this is what the show's going to be like. Now, stick with us for the rest of this episode where things are going to be a little bit different. Like
And
I think that's kind
yeah,
of what's neat.
also like that also it makes me really happy to see like evil tamers again. It was like
Yeah, it's the
like
last
because we saw
time.
was it Data Squad? I feel it was Data Squad.
I
It was
feel
the
like it was
last time we
Data
actually got
Squad because the rival
the
tamers in Cross Wars
in
Hunters
Cross
were not
Wars
evil.
Hunters. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
like
were like the
the guy with
rival.
the Astamon, he was a dick, but he wasn't like evil.
They were like the rivals of a Pokemon game. They're not
Yeah,
evil. They're just jerks. Where like we have people doing crimes with Digimon here, which is
which
I think
reminded
it's
me
really
of
cool.
Seekers, the light novel.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is cool because I like that. Like anybody could use Digimon
Uteki
in this
Atmon
series.
doesn't count because that would be a plot spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just really cool. But like I really like what they're saying with Temo's character. Like
Mm.
I already, and I like he's also like, man, like this. I really want to know what's going on with this world because the fact he lives in like the really literal crapper. Like his area is like flooded, and like the only way to get to his house is through like boards practically
Yeah.
and such. Like, man, what? How dystopian in this future?
I think it's
Because
I think
the
that's the
way
thing that works about this episode, without us just breaking down every single scene of it, is the fact that it sets the tone, it sets the style, and it sets the stakes immediately out the gate. Like you know what you're getting
I
into with the
know,
show, which I think is perfect because
yeah,
it hooks you in. You're like, oh, I want more of this because sometimes we have first episodes where they do a bunch of stuff. It wasn't overstimulating at the same time, which is kind of like an issue I have with like Sentai premieres. Like throw too
hmm
much at you. This felt like, this is what the show's going to be. Here's your beginning. Are you coming along for the ride? And I think it's
yeah. I love
really
it.
strong.
There's so many like there's a lot that you could really dissect in the first episode alone, which I kind of love that
Mm,
because just like just like look like dissecting the first episode, you can just tell how like really screwed up this world is and such. And I can't wait to see more. I really can't wait to
yeah,
see how they're gonna do this series and the toe and also just I love the opening. The opening's so good.
opening's
Like,
great, and the
really,
full version's already out. The
mhm.
band that's doing it is using it as their lead single on their EP. So they're like, it's already out in full, and I'm like, oh, I love that because I hate just getting TV size versions of songs. I don't even listen to them.
You mean like Hammer? You mean like Hammer Rider?
Yeah, like Hammer Sets, we
Like,
just have the TV size. I've listened to it, like, I only listen to it in the show. I don't listen to it outside of it. I'm like, I want the full version. I want the full song. And so
the
it's,
opening, cause
yeah.
the opening's great because not only, the opening's great because it already sets up the tone, but also not only sets the tone, but also sets up what's gonna happen in the series. Because
Mm.
also what's nice is we actually have an episode count, or like we know at least how
It's
long it's going
confirmed
on.
for 4 curs, which means it's likely 49 to 50 episodes.
Which I like. 'Cause
Depending.
I think
Oh,
Yeah.
I
like
think
a
with
full
Ghost
like
Game,
Sentai series almost.
Yeah.
yeah. Which like because I think I'm not sure Ghost Game or Avenger 2020 got confirmed episode counts with their debut, but I think that kind
Those
of
two
caused.
shows felt like they would keep getting told, you have one more cur. You have one more cur. Because, like, they kept,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they kept. Yep.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because thinking about Beatbreak, I know because I feel I really love Ghost Game. I think Ghost Game was really carried by the cast of characters, but I really could feel the show team was really strangled by Bandai
I mean,
because
those last
they
3
were
episodes could have been 10.
yeah because I know because I think what happened with Ghost Game is and the reason why the megas were so late because they had the time with the Vibrace toy, you know,
Yeah,
with the
and that
BE.
and the BE got delayed because
Yeah,
of development issues. Yeah,
so I imagine like oh, we're going to build Serious Mon and such in this. Wait, what do you mean we can't because the Vibrace we time to do more episodic episodes. I guess
it was
pretty
kind of
much.
the same thing with Adventure 2020. Like you could tell they're like, oh, here's a really heavy Yamato and Gabumon episode, and then it's like, so why didn't Metal Garurumon debut here?
And that's because maybe
That
a
felt like
combination
they
of
kept
pandemic.
extending because
That one I feel easier is because that was pretty much the card game anime, because that was practically the main thing.
yeah,
Advertising
but
was the
I
card
mean,
game.
also with 2020, we all knew what the evolution lines were going to be, right?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
we were
So
kind of like, oh, this will be when this mega appears, and that's why I think we started getting double megas for characters because it kept going. Like that show did not feel like it needed to be 67 episodes.
yeah.
And I'm
With
like, because
Beat
I think it
Break,
was smarter to have a show that you keep extending. It was better for Ghost Game where you had episodic, whereas like 2020 was serialized and they kept extending, so it started to feel like a Naruto arc going on too long.
yeah. With Beat Break, now I can confirm a confirmed episode. At least I've confirmed episode like
Mhm.
vague like a episode round number. But the by the looks of it, there is literally no Bandai tie-in in this. It literally just we're just want to make another
Yeah.
Digimon show.
The only
I
thing is
guess
we're
the
getting
closest
card
thing is,
games. We're getting card game stuff based on it, and that's it.
but we are getting that until like next year, I think,
Yeah.
if I remember right. And because I guess because Bandai views the quote unquote tie-in is Time Strangers, like
It
it's Time
feels weird
Strangers,
because
I
they
guess.
almost feel like two separate things that happen to come out at the same time.
They I do say
I mean,
the
that's what
tones do
happened.
match. The tones do match.
Hmm.
So like I think having the two get the game and the anime being more serious tone, I think was really smart. I think it was very much unintentional because Time Travel was 7 years of development, but like it is really smart. And the fact that we don't because what when Ghost King got to be Gamma, like we practically got the like all the evolutions for the main three
Yeah.
up to release for Ultimates by the time the show came out because the Vile bracelet,
Yeah, because of the actual
they
the dim cards had them on it. Yeah.
yeah, so there was no surprise, but we still don't know what Geckomon's champion is. So
Yeah.
we still, for example, like which is I like there's still like a mystery of what Geckomon can evolve into, which
I
I
do
like.
hope
So
there is a Sapotama like toy. It's probably going to be like a premium Bandai thing. There's no
it's gonna
way
be
to
very
do it as it is in the show because there's no way there's a 360
it's
screen on that thing.
and also it's practically it's a smart everything.
Yeah, I
And
think what they'll probably do is be like, here's this light up egg, and then when you push it, it changes color.
like you put your hand on top, you can simulate your e pulse going into it scenario. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
because
that's
we do see an evolution in the cold open,
first episode.
and
Yeah.
it's kind of like they kind of squish the egg a little bit, and the Digimon eats it.
I mean,
So
it's very, very Sabers because it's practically
yeah,
the same thing. You're sending your DNA slash soul
it is
into
basically
the
is
top.
DNA charge.
Yeah, practically.
Yeah,
Again, it's the Sabers writer, and such of that and such. But like, it just makes me. It's really nice to know that this show looks like it has a clear like
direction.
throughout. Yeah,
Yeah,
which I like. I'm really glad about that. And I mean, honestly, I feel like this synergy between Break Break and Time Changers is honestly better than Daima and Sparking Zero because Sparking Zero is clearly, I think, affected by being out by the time of Daima coming out
mm,
scenario. Where like, because I think it's just a happy coincidence that Beat Break and Time Changers came out at the same time scenario because Time Changer was in development for 7 years
eight
and such like that.
8 years.
Oh, eight, yeah,
Yeah,
8 years. So it just that is a super convenience that these two projects came out at the same time, and that's the nice thing. Where like again, like Spark of Zero, you kind of can you kind of feel the time crunch if you look at
on the
everything
lack of
what the game has.
content.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep, and such.
But yeah, I think this is a great start. I'm really happy with it, and I'm very happy that Digimon between this and Time Stranger, they're both keeping the mature tone and not like just like a dark grim dark serious thing, but like it's got like a mature tone to it to where because like I think that Pokemon it very much works in its space where it is the bright, friendly, like
Family,
very
family.
family oriented thing. Whereas I think Digimon skewing older is where it thrives. I think it can't compete with Pokemon in Pokemon space. I think being out of Pokemon space is incredibly beneficial.
I think yeah, because I think with Digimon right now, I think the best way to keep it going, this hype going from Time Train to Beat Break, is just keep this consistency. Because I think
Yes, consistency and
yeah, I feel like
quality. The quality, I think, is the big part here, right?
because I think while I do love Atmon and such, I think the reason why Atmon it didn't fully. The reason why I'm saying Atmon because Atmon was clearly designed to compete with
Yokai Watch.
Pokemon and Yokai Watch, especially. Yokai Watch is the biggest one.
Yeah.
And well, again, I think Gatmon is great. I think the reason why it didn't became like the reason why that didn't continue because I feel like Bandai wanted that to be going. They wanted Atmon to be big, but I think the reason why Atmon became bigger because it didn't really there wasn't that much difference between if you're a Yokai Watch fan, what's gonna be the difference between Digimon versus Atmon versus Yokai Watch? Because the only difference is this one's digital based and this one's Japanese mythology based, practically scenario like that.
And also, it was so
And
toy reliant, you couldn't do anything with it outside Japan.
yeah, right now with Digimon, if they keep, I think the best way to keep it going is keep this, because a lot of I think the biggest audience for Digimon right now is less kids, but definitely older, less little kids, but definitely older to teenage and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's smart. I think that
Veloquence
is
put it
smart.
perfectly. Beatbreak felt mature but not edgy, and that's the sweet spot you need to hit the space that Digimon occupies as the Pokemon for older kids. I
Yeah,
totally agree. That's exactly, and I'm glad that Bandai, and I think Cyber Sleuth's success has helped this, because I think that this is where they found their space. Because I've seen a lot of people who were devout Pokemon fans that are getting into Time Stranger and Beatbreak, because I think they were kind of yearning for something just a little bit more mature than Pokemon's usual output, right?
because with Adventure 2020 and Ghost Game, they're very much safe
Yeah.
quote unquote series, because they're still at the mature moments. A lot of people die in Ghost Game. I think some people keep forgetting about that with Ghost Game. There's
There's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of death in Ghost Game. 2020
Ghost Game.
though is tamer than original Adventure. Like,
There's a
yeah,
lot of shonen DNA in 2020, but still, it's still overall a safe kid series
yeah.
along. And Ghost Game, while having definitely a lot of big dark moments, it's still mostly a kids anime. It's it's the
It's
Goosebumps.
Gege
It's like
no Kukuru?
Gege no Taro, yeah,
Gege no
yeah,
Taro.
Gege
Gege
no
no Taro. Yeah,
Taro,
yeah.
Battle.
yeah,
Yeah, that's basically what a
yeah,
Ghost Game
yeah,
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
This,
yeah. That's a
I think bringing more cyberpunk elements into Digimon is a really smart thing, because it's the genre that it fits closest to when you think about it. Like, because Digimon is all about the connection between humans and digital life forms, right? So it fits in that cyberpunk genre very well, the way that Tron does, right? Like, Tron's all about the connection between humans and their programs. Digimon are digital life forms, humans are life forms. What is life? What is the connection? How do we work together? What's, can they coexist? Like, that is all stuff that is baked into the cyberpunk genre of, like, storytelling, is like, how do humans interact with technology? And I think Digimon kind of going more cyberpunk with its recent projects is perfect. I think it's a perfect fit. Because a lot of cyberpunk stuff, from Cyberpunk the game series to Akira to Ghost of the Shell, they all skew very adult, right? So I think it's nice that we have stuff like Digimon and Tron that can do cyberpunk, but for a more wider audience, not just that very mature, very dark, violent audience, And I think that's
yeah,
a really cool thing I'm seeing out of Beatbreak.
definitely. And I really hope this really does continue because I think I think it's smart just to keep Digimon his own thing.
Yep.
Not just be a Digimon not be a Pokemon. Of course, people are gonna bring up because the same
Oh yeah.
month we're getting both games from both sides. But I think honestly, having Legend ZA and Time Train come at the same month is a good showcase of the differences between
Yes.
Pokemon and Digimon. I
Yes.
think it's honestly a good thing they are coming the same month because it really does allow people to see what makes Digimon unique and what's Pokemon unique, and I think that is good for both franchises.
Because one of the things they
Going
taught us
forward
in
on.
business class, in college and business class, one of the things they taught us was you can compete with another product or another company in the same space, but make sure that they don't dominate the space so much that there's no room for you to breathe in. And there's no room to compete with Pokemon. Even Yokai Watch couldn't pull it off. Yokai Watch was huge, but do you see anything happening with Yokai Watch anymore? Right? Yokai Watch kind of faded off. Pokemon is dominated in its exact space it's in, and Pokemon has shown that it wants to stay in that exact space. So Digimon existing outside that space, that is where this is where Bandai finally, I think, figured it out. It took them a while to do it, but I think they finally figured it out. So, yes, Buteki, that is capitalism. Competing in business space, competition breeds innovation, right? So,
We need to escape into space.
space.
Escape from capital.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Oh, I love Tim Curry. I saw an interview with Tim Curry. Sorry, side note, but I saw an interview with Tim Curry recently. He's not been doing great health wise, but he was still able to do an interview about Rocky Horror Picture
That's
Show,
good.
and he was still able
That's
to talk and everything. And I was like, there you are. I hope he's still around. He's still kicking. He can't act anymore, but Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad
great.
I'm always glad he has the energy to do an interview like that. At
Yeah.
least.
He was able to at least do an interview because Rocky Horror Picture Show was his first movie, and it's kind of like this iconic thing he did. So it was nice to see him. It was nice to see him for an interview. All right, I think we pretty much summed up everything we can talk about in Beatbreak without going into spoilers. So
Yeah.
I just want a Digivice toy because I got a collection. Bandai, feed me.
Oh no, I think this is the time where it's like, oh, maybe I don't want one. I think it might destroy my life if I
Yeah,
had
I
this
want it
scenario.
not to work like it does in the show. I just want it to like play evolution sounds. I want to just tap it and then like Gekomon evolves and he like says sounds, like says sounds. Yeah.
You can
Anyways,
recreate Gekomon
Make
sucking your
sounds?
e-pulse. You can recreate Gekomon sucking your e-pulse out
just like I recreate Marcus charging his DNA.
by punching it.
Yeah, by
Was
punching
he
it.
talking about Hellfire? Like, what's Marcus's fist versus Kana and Dan's gun?
Yes.
Was it unmovable object versus unstoppable force? Was it?
Exactly. Blade Raider, I did not get a chance to watch Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I want to.
I saw a clip from it though. It's pretty cool.
I saw some clips. It's on my list. I have a lot of Tron to get through between today and tomorrow, so I can film the guide on Wednesday. And so I gotta like lock in. I didn't watch the new Cat's Eye this week. I didn't watch Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I will watch it, but I need to get the Tron stuff done first so I can be ready to go for my video.
You can be free.
Yeah, like I'll probably I'll watch it as like probably on Wednesday after I film the Tron guide because I need to get. I got 4 more episodes of Uprising. I got to do Evolution, Kingdom Hearts 2 stuff, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance stuff. Get those cutscenes watched, and then I'm good. So we'll see because I think I looked it up. I got in my watch later. Kingdom Hearts 2 Space Paranoids World cutscenes like 49 minutes. The Dream Drop Distance cutscenes are 16 minutes because it's a 3DS game. And then Evolution's like 50 minutes. So I can knock this out. I just got to get focus. I get real distracted on shows. So
I need to remind myself that
I know that
Evolution.
feeling.
I need to remind myself that Evolution is a Xeon story, not just adapting
yes,
the legacy story.
yeah, it's like if you are a Tron fan that like wants to know more about like legacy and like the Tron grid and all that, like the system Flynn made, like Evolution is a very cool game for that because
I'm assuming you already took notes for the newer games, right?
Yeah, I did. Because the thing is that Identity and Catalyst exist on their own separate grid, which have a lore tie-in to the main timeline, but they do exist in their own like little bubble.
It helps that you already played those games,
Yeah.
assuming, right?
I played those. I played Evolution, but I played Evolution in like 2014.
Yeah, years ago.
So that's why I'm like I need to watch the cutscenes again because I'm not going to replay it. I don't have, I don't really need to. I can just rewatch it. Emilio's asking if I've seen the original Tron movie. I've seen that movie so many times I can't even tell you. Also, I just realized it's gonna be a double Tron week because I'm gonna talk about the Tron 4Ks on the Wednesday Blu-ray haul.
Oh, nice.
So.
Oh, what did you say? I remember you said before in Fusion. You said there's like the worst Blu-ray release this year in that that haul. Is it?
Is it I think the worst one might be in there.
Cause I remember you commenting about that.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's in this one or if it's coming up, or if I already did it. I have to think. I was looking at the list of Blu-rays that came out this year, and there's like a lot of insanely good ones. I will have my biggest pet peeve though when I talk about Superman and its bonus features. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, let's get to the news. So, we're gonna just blow through the non-Bandai news because it's light. Marvel and DC have announced that their partnership has continued, and in 2026 there will be a new Superman and Spider-Man team-up comic. The first ever DC and Marvel team-up was between Superman and Spider-Man, so this is a return to that format. It will be 2 new one-shots once again, just like they did the Deadpool and Batman and Deadpool. It'll be Spider-Man and Superman, Superman and Spider-Man. And they will be reprinting in the original Treasury Edition size the original 2 crossovers. So,
oh, that's nice.
There is no official creative team announcements, but rumors are Jim Lee and Dan Mora.
Oh,
which would be insane.
I saw a great clip of Dan Moore in 2026, where it's like the clip from Teen Titans Trouble Tokyo, just him being drained of his art skill. It's like, my god, Dan Moore, take a break.
Oh my god, yeah. He did say he's taking a break from ongoing books next year. Like, he's not doing any ongoing books next year, and he's just going to do one-shots and covers, I think. So
That's good. Because my
yeah,
God, how's that man still working?
that man draws a lot on a mouse. I don't get it.
Like I ain't convinced he uses black magic.
It's got to be something. It's crazy. All
I
right.
used to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck are getting a crossover one shot, and I think it's a one shot next
Hey,
year.
I was thinking of Darkwing Duck earlier today.
Yeah,
Official one, not the one in DuckTales reboot finale.
exactly. It's an official one. It's going to be Greg Weisman's writing it, and Tad Stones, who's the creator of Darkwing Duck, is co-writing, and
Oh,
we'll
good,
have
that's
Ciro Cagnosley on art. So
Okay, I want to read that now since both creators are like
yeah,
basically.
If you like a proper crossover, we had both
Yeah,
creators
exactly.
are involved.
no, definitely. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be super fun. All right, moving over to Blu-rays. Doing my Region A stuff because there's some Hammer Horror releases that are only for the UK at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out.
Are you shaking your fists?
I'm shaking my fist
these
because I don't know if there's any American company that's going to also distribute those 4Ks, and I'm like, should I be buying them on Diabolic right now?
These saw the price of the UK version of Cyberpunk.
Yes. We have a whole price scaling for Blu-ray prices now.
Yeah, I do love that. You have your own Bison dollar now.
Yes, it's the Cyberpunk US Blu-ray price being $124. Yeah, apparently in the UK they're getting a standard edition that's only like $40, and their limited edition's only like $80.
God,
Just
like that's temptation to just the import. Even even you have to pay the import fees. It will still be cheaper than the Netflix release, probably.
Yep, probably. Edward Scissorhands getting a 35th anniversary 4K steelbook from 20th Century Studios, which is coming out on October 28th, so literally right in time for Halloween. Also, this being Disney, yes, they announced it 4 weeks before it comes out. At least it's not 2 weeks. Improvement? Sort
God,
of?
it's so weird. It's so weird. It's still using the 20th century. It really just feels like it feels pretty much the corpse, the
Yes.
corpse alive moment scenario.
That being said, nice looking steelbook. I'll probably get this. Looks like it comes with the same Blu-ray that released already before. No new bonus features, just the behind-the-scenes featurette and the 2 commentary tracks. So
I think I rewatch it. It's been so long since I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. It's been so long.
Vincent Price is so good in this movie. Ugh. Anyways, good stuff. All right. The big news for me is that Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is getting released on Blu-ray, meaning it has escaped Netflix jail.
Who's releasing it?
Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Universal owns it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Blader just said, for you, the Cyberpunk Blu-ray is the most overpriced thing you ever seen. For M. Bison, it was a Tuesday. Let's correct it slightly. It's the most overpriced thing I've ever bought. I have seen worse overpriced, but this is the only one I actually, ordered.
I like to call the complete limited series because it is heavily unlimited series.
But Ben David, who was the showrunner, and brain fart because I'm just reading his username Radio Maru. Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator, did commentaries for every single episode.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, sure enough, they could do that. So that's nice.
And they did a thank you to all the amazing cast and crew, and also all for the fans, because as clarified in the comments, this happened because Universal saw the demands from the fans to get a Blu-ray, and so Universal said, "Oh, we can do that," because they have the right. They own the show, which was distributed by Netflix for streaming. So they were able to do the Blu-ray, but because people kept asking for it, Universal said, "Okay, let's do it," because Universal counted up every person asking for it and said, da, 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 da. "Oh, look, money.
That's enough for profit." Yeah,
exactly.
That's nice. That's actually really nice. It's also a rare W for Universal.
Right? And honestly,
right?
I got to give all credit to Universal this year. They've been between Murder She Wrote on Blu-ray and Knight Rider on 4K. They're putting out TV shows like crazy on Blu-ray, and Scott Pilgrim's no different.
I keep forgetting they did those releases. So yeah, honestly, they've been pretty damn good for their home media releases. Yeah.
I'm gonna be talking about Universal a lot on Wednesdays.
I mean,
Blu-ray haul.
Actually, because that's including the Back to the Future set for the new 4K. Because the fact that they give options alone make them credible, honestly.
And also this means, since Scott Pilgrim EX is getting a physical edition from Limited Run Games, the entire Scott Pilgrim franchise has a physical release. The comic, the movie, the 2
You
games
should,
and the show.
you should do a photo of all the media together on one
I will.
shelf. Like here's the complete Scott Pilgrim series.
I will once I get my Scott Pilgrim EX, because I wasn't gonna buy the physical for Scott Pilgrim EX because I was like, wow, whatever, like because I was like, the show's stuck at Netflix. But now that this happened, I was like, I'm gonna order that physical.
I forget who's doing that. Is that
Limited Run is
or...
doing the EX
Be
physical.
careful. Be careful with them because they could delay it any moment. No,
I know. I luckily because they had put up a collector's edition, and I looked at it and I was like, that's not worth the money. It's not as I already bought their big because I bought the limited run, the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game limited edition with the roadie case that opens up with the 3D display and the music.
That was cool.
That thing's amazing. It took 2 years to come out.
Yeah, that's the problem with limited run is not only do some shady stuff in the background, but also they take years.
So for Scott Pilgrim EX, I just got the standard. Edition.
I know some people are still. I think some people are still waiting for the Shadow Generations collector edition for limited runs. Like, what? My God, that game's gonna be a year old.
That's what happened with the Scott Pilgrim. What? Oh, you know what was a crazy one with limited run is the Bill and Ted Retro Collection got put up on digital. And the same day it went up on digital, the limited run games pre-order went up for the limited edition, which I bought. And then Bill and Ted's Retro Collection got delisted because the license expired. And then a month later, the limited run games limited edition shipped.
Wow!
It took so long, the license expired. Luckily, the whole game was on the disc and was only 50 megabytes. But like, the license expired with how long it took for the limited run games thing to come out.
Yep.
So the thing is that like, I don't want to order from them, but I do want a Scott Pilgrim EX like physical copy because now that I got everything else. So I did that. That's what I do. All right. News time. Entertainment. We've got that says Wolverine because I forgot to change it from last week.
Wolverine jump scare.
Wolverine jump scare.
Hey, Crunchy's at it again.
So Crunchyroll has the rights to stream Digimon Beatbreak in most regions. You can watch it on Hulu or Disney Plus. Funny, I watched it in the Disney Plus app, and the subtitles were on the top of the screen the whole time.
Oh, that's weird.
Weird.
Hey, really? That's weird because
normally they're on the bottom when I watch other stuff.
Not only that, because I think they're baked in because
they weren't baked in on Disney Plus. I had to turn them on.
Yeah, because on Crunchy, they're not just baked in, but they're huge. I think because people are wondering, it's totally doing the subtitle. It's totally like in house. Like,
it's not Crunchyroll's new AI software.
Yeah, because if you don't know people, Crunchyroll fired half their staff apparently.
They fired half their staff over the summer, and they've now employed an AI program to do their subtitle work. And this is why I do not like Crunchyroll as a company because
apparently like this wasn't a beat break, which by a beat break like I actually saw, but it was breaking Crunchyroll. I jokingly thought it was I think it was just Crunchyroll being bad, but I like to jokingly think it was the Digi hype was so shocked. People were
it was Crunchyroll being bad because My Hero Academia premiered earlier in the day and it was late and then it broke.
Yeah, it was like. Yeah, like My Hero, Spy. I think Spy Family. I think My Hero and Spy Family came the same day. 3 of their biggest IPs, and they weren't ready. Like, what were you expecting? It's 2 of your biggest IPs you own.
And apparently, it was because they had fired all the staff that was in charge of scheduling things.
I think
if you ever want to know like why, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't subscribe to Crunchyroll, but this is why.
I'm always subscribed because I watch a lot of stuff from there. That's only why I'm always. Right. But because I think Beatbreak was supposed to come out at 11, but it came out at 12.
Yeah.
At midnight, 12.
And they also said it was 11 a.m. when they meant 11 p.m. And I also saw that people were having issues that the video would crash after 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It was stuck for 2 minutes. It took a bit for the full episode to be back. I remember because I was spying like a hawk on the site to watch that night with my partner, going like, "Where is it getting
Hulu
up?"
put it up at 7 a.m. on Sunday, just for everybody to know. Hulu did not do it wasn't a simulcast, it was like the next day. So Hulu was a little later. But I will say the file that Crunchyroll uploaded to their streaming service was busted, and that's why the video player issues were happening. I know this from other methods of which people can obtain shows because it's not available in all the proper regions. that apparently the file that was uploaded to Crunchyroll initially was a corrupted video file, and then they had to take it down and re-upload it, and that's why there was the delay and the crashing and all those issues.
And that's what happens. You fire your staff.
Yep.
Staff working on your maintain your site and
Exactly.
such. Like, you know,
So,
again, I'm
yeah.
only subscribed. I'm only subbed to Crunchyroll because they have a lot of stuff I like to watch there. I like watching their dubs and stuff like that. But that's it. Like, I don't like them as a company, but it's one of those like necessary evils. I
It's
guess
okay,
in
I'm
my
giving them
eyes.
$124 so I can buy an Aniplex release of a Cyberpunk show.
Yeah, it's one of those. They're bad. They're a bad company, but they're the necessary evil.
You're kind of
wanna watch
stuck in the
stuff you
corner.
like.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
What's the thing is that there's no what it's an old phrase, which is like there's no moral way to engage in capitalism, but we live in a capitalist society, so you just have to deal with
Yeah.
it. You know, it's just like
I mean, yeah.
you make your decisions where you can. You know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's the good point because both stream services are kind of bad
Oh,
because
both companies suck.
yeah.
I
Both
have
companies.
I have the Hulu Disney Plus bundle because I watch stuff like Only Murders in the Building.
I can't even
and
say.
things
I
like
can't
Disney
even
Plus
say.
and all that,
I can't
so.
even. I can't even say the lesser of evils because they're both of them are bad. Like,
What's my
equally.
classic phrase that I need embroidered on a pillow? All corporations are evil.
Corporations are evil. Yeah, so
There's
there's
no
no
winning. Yeah. But
You just
anyways,
do- you just-
at least
you
with
just- you
Digimon,
just-
we have choices. You can watch it on Crunchyroll
Yeah.
or Hulu. So
It just pretty much what's more convenient. Do you already have a Disney Plus Hulu subscription, or do you have a Crunchyroll subscription? Pretty much in this scenario.
yeah. All right. Next thing. The new Garo movie focused on Taiga from the original Saejima timeline is coming out soon, or it did come out, and they announced that there is a new Dogai Ryuga TV series in the works. Because this franchise is weird, and they'll go quiet, and then they'll just come out with 2 projects back to back.
I'm actually happy because I was worried that Hair and Steel was gonna be that's it, but I'm glad that Garo Sith Legs. I'm really happy.
Yes, I'm also happy we're getting another Ryuga show because I liked Inheritor of Seal's first half, and then the budget fell out.
Yeah,
I really need them to. I hope this is my issue with every Ryuga show except for Goldstorm. It always feels like the budget dies halfway through the show. Like I hope they pace this one a little bit better.
I'm just happy. I'm just really happy to see Garo isn't dead or just.
Also, bring back Rianne. I missed her so much during Inheritor of Steel.
Like Garo is not. I don't want Garo to be a yearly franchise, but I'm glad this wasn't a long gap. Well, Hair and Steel was 20. What was Hair and Steel? Was 2024?
I think so. And this doesn't have a date. They're just telling us it's in the works. That's an old reused image.
And this year was a movie. So it's been yearly, but isn't like a TV show. A TV show. We have a TV show, movie, and a TV show. So I like gaps like that and such like that.
Later it just says, does Ryuga have more shows than the other Garos? At this point, yeah, because Koga had 2, Raiga had 1.
I guess.
And
Ryuga's
got 4.
Yeah, if you combine all the Saejima stuff, I think
still only 3 shows.
4. Yeah, because there's only 3 shows of them. Yeah.
The rest are movies. So this is he's breaking it at 4. I hope for good things. I want, budget throughout the whole thing, and I also want Rianne back. These are my demands, TFC, if you're listening, you're not. But I want Rianne back because I missed her so much in Inheritor of Steel. And the thing is, Inheritor of Steel, I liked it. I thought it was solid, but then there was episodes where it's like, wow, you don't even have the budget to transform into your armor. Like, can we space the budget better?
Hair and Steel kind of felt like a soft relaunch. That's what it felt like to me. It kind of felt like it was a soft relaunch.
I mean, you didn't have to watch the previous 2 Ryuga shows, whereas Goldstorm does reference stuff from.
Because the gap between Versus Road and Hair and Steel, that was that was 3 or I don't want to say 4. Was it 3 or 4 years? I want to say.
It was a few. Well, there was also the Kame no Kiba movie, and then also we got. Oh, that's the thing. The Ryuga timeline has that god awful Jenga show. So there's actually 5 Ryuga timeline shows. But then Saejima timeline has the 2 Zero shows, so that makes it 5. So it's equal now.
Damn, I can't. Damn, Wikipedia is not giving it this a. Hold on, the
no, God, the Garo Wikipedia page is awful.
I just try to see. I just want to see what's the gap between series. That's what I want to see. It's a, like I look at Garo and I see on Google's recent view shows Digimon Universe Atma, Digimon Dance Squad, Digimon Adventure,
Your
Digimon
Google
Zero
knows you
2,
too well.
Digimon 2.
Anima Gemini says, yes, all corporations that are bad in general, but when it comes to them using AI, I shall quote Picard, the line must be drawn here. Yeah, I agree, because, like,
Yeah.
I'm really sick of, like, let's replace employees with AI. Oh, no, everything blew up because we don't have employees. Like, come on, guys, there's a reason we have employees and people doing these jobs. Like, there's applications of AI that can help people do their jobs, but every corporation seems to only want to use AI to replace people's jobs. Like,
That's why you need people on the workforce, because they really
yeah,
robots can't control this stuff. You really need the manpower.
exactly. You know what I'm going to do? Let me pull up my Garo note. I can answer this question quicker. I don't know why I wasn't doing that like a minute ago. I've got a note in my phone from the viewing guide. I could just... okay. So... Oh, it is broken down by content. Hold on, I had a release date order, didn't I?
Yeah, Richard was
Release order. Okay,
yeah.
so Garo was 2005, Byakuji no Maju Specials 2006, Red Requiem 2010, Kiba Gaiden 2011, Makai Senki 2011, Sokoku no Mairu 2013, Yamato Rasumona was 2013, Togen no Fue was also 2013, Zero Black Button 2014, Makai no Hana in 2014, Car Seal of Flames was also 2014. My God, they put out 3 shows. Put out 3 shows in 2014. 2015 had the Goldstorm movie, then Goldstorm, and then also Gurren no Suke, the second anime, and the Biku movie. Good lord, they were busy that year. 2016 had Makai Retsudan, which was the anthology series, Divine Flame, the first anime's movie, Garo Ashura, which was the special with New Japan Wrestling. 2017 had Zero Dragon Blood, Garo Vanishing Line. 2018 had Kami no Kiba, and then the awful Kami no Kiba Jinga. And it also had the second Garo anime movie. 2019 was Under the Moonbow. 2020 was Versus Road. And then... Did I not update this for Inheritor of Steel? 2024 was Inheritor of Steel. So we had the biggest gap. So the most biggest gap recently was between 2020 and 2024.
Huh. Garo was actually a lot more consistent than I thought it was, honestly.
Yeah. It's weird, though. Like, 2015, they were like, 3 shows!
I keep think Garo has bigger gaps than it does, but I guess because a lot of those were spin-off materials and not like main shows. I guess that's why.
Yeah, I think so. Like yeah, there were spinoffs, but yeah, Taiga in 2025 and then 2020 something for this new Ryuga show.
Okay, so Garo, yeah, the only big gap was between Versus Road and Inheritor of Steel.
Yeah, and that was probably because of COVID.
Yeah.
And the other big gap was the 4-year gap between Byakuji no Maju and Red Requiem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes they take a year off, but most part, yeah, they have something every year. So, and how much of that gap was pachinko machines? That's a good point. There was pachinko machines in all those years.
Yep.
All those gap years. All right. Toy news time. That's not Bandai. All right. First up, G.I. Joe, I guess, because they only have an hour to show G.I. Joe Transformers and Ghostbusters, they just decided to reveal the G.I. Joe reveals before the show.
I love this thing. It's horrifying.
Yeah, so the Mole Rat's back. The Mole Rat was released as part of the Walmart line, and he was a miner for Cobra that was looking for M-I-N-E-R, looking for Dark Energon in a cave and got infected. And now he's even more infected because this is the Mole Rat Stage 2.
He's a zombie at this point.
He is.
My God. It's so gnarly, but I love that about it.
I loved the first Mole Rat, and I'm like, I gotta get this one. This is too good.
Like that guy, he was dead before, but he's super dead. Like he's not going back. I hope
he's Cliffjumper in that one Transformers Prime episode.
I hope they do arc like this in Energon Universe because I want to see how gnarly they can do that in the comics. Because that's the thing. This is Dark. He's infected by Dark Energon. That's the idea of this the Mole Rat story. And such a that.
I really hope this shows up in Energon Universe. Maybe they'll do like a Dark Energon arc that'll have like a comic branding and it'll cross both titles.
Yeah, I want Sage Shuri, where he's like a full like Dark Energon monster or something like that. Like he's like a hulking arm full of crystals and everything like that. I want that.
Yes, that'd be so great.
My body horror, my G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Here we got another classic G.I. Joe. We got Lifeline, so good to get another medic, because we were lacking on medics, and now we got like 3 of them. So,
He looks
yay.
like he looks like he's from the UK. Something about him gives you like vibes of Oh, you remember you seen the first Despicable Me movie, right?
Yes. Like,
You remember the villain? The villain was it Vlad? Was his name?
yeah, that
I don't know
guy.
why. He gives me vibes.
Because he's
Maybe
got
just
that
a
colored
single.
jumpsuit thing with the V-neck
Yeah,
collar. Yeah,
yeah. He gives me
totally.
vibes with that.
And then lastly, we got the Night Viper, which honestly I find a little boring. Interesting that this is how they reuse the Cobra Commander armored legs.
Oh, you're right. But
Yeah,
this is just another trooper pretty much.
another Trooper. The
Yeah.
previously seen Ghost Viper and Dire Wolf 2-pack is exclusive to Walmart and will be going up on Walmart CollectorCon this Thursday on October 9th. Check your local
There you
listings
go.
for time, and then by that I mean check Paternia's website.
My God, he's gnarly accessories. Like he's going full Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat
Right?
here.
Snakeheads and stuff. This is really cool.
This is part of what Crystal Ball's crew. I'm assuming, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's his whole gimmick, right?
they kind of expanded on Crystal Ball's like crazy energy effect stuff, which I finally got Crystal Ball after ordering him from Walmart after they canceled my pre-order.
Oh, was it like the sideways scenario where they
They canceled the pre-order and then they just put him up for order, and I was like, okay. This is $54.97 for everybody wondering what the price is.
You're arguing a lot, so that is really nice.
It's pretty nice. I don't know if I'm going to order it because I just kind of don't want to deal with Walmart CollectorCon this year. Like, if it's still in
Yeah,
stock later,
but
yeah.
there's a Wolfman head.
There is. I definitely want it. But maybe I'll just see. Like, I'm not going to wake up early for Walmart CollectorCon. If I wake up and he's still up for order, I'm going to order him.
Yeah, well, the figure 170.
Yeah.
How's the snake armor, by the way? Because have you got a chance to mess
I haven't
with it
gotten a
yet?
chance to open it because it's got the same problem that the Rattler has, which is once I open
no
it,
room.
where does it go?
I mean, it's easy to store because it's just a big man suit.
It is.
At least.
But I'm at the point where I just bought some tubs, so I can just reorganize all my crap. And what I want to do is like reorganize everything, then open up all these toys and put them on display.
Okay, I know you meant like storage containers, but I thought you bought like a bunch of those rubber ducky collectible things.
They have Universal Monster ones now. Don't underestimate me. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Transformers and specifically how the Omega Prime issue is still not fixed.
Or I'm just gonna call it the Omega Prime curses point because I didn't know how the.
Oh, you didn't know about the Encore? Yeah.
Yeah,
how
I didn't know.
Encore died because of how bad Omega Prime was.
Yeah, I didn't know because I didn't see anybody the only videos I saw for Japanese YouTubers, and I couldn't understand them, so I didn't know there was problems with it. But now reading the TF Wiki, like, oh god, it's a curse. It's just a curse. We shouldn't see this coming, sadly.
So everyone was talking about this piece here. For recap, go watch my Omega Prime video. I'm not going to do the entire thing now. But there was
pretty much, this thing was too big and it was cracking Prime's chest practically.
Yep.
As a TLDR.
So Hasbro did a whole big return thing where some people returned an entire figure, some people returned nothing. They sent only the cab out, and then people opened it up and were like, "Well, it's the same exact tooling, same exact design, same exact size."
They literally did what the fans were doing.
Yes.
Like shaving the sides with sandpaper. But I heard not good.
Apparently, yeah, they shaved it really poorly, and you could probably do a better job on your own. And also, I think this is absolutely pathetic of a response to the problem.
Like, I understand, maybe they didn't want to recast the whole figure again, because this is very much they had to. This is pretty much a design problem.
It's a design flaw that should have honestly been caught, like, a lot earlier than it was.
I understand that they didn't probably want to spend the money, the big chunk of money just to recast the figures, but come on, there has to be a better way than this.
Like, this part is what needs to be changed. You know? Like, just recast this part smaller.
And the best way I could think is what they should have done is recast this part and give you instructions like how to replace it.
Yes. Instead of replacing an entire cap section. Because basically all they've done is that this is a toy that's a bit of a ticking time bomb, and they just reset the clock on the time bomb instead of actually getting a good solution.
It is such a shame that this figure...
I'm scared about the Magnuses that were yellowing that they're replacing now, because, like, what are they going to do? Be white when you get them? but then yellow.
Yeah. It's such a shame this figure turned out to be a very much a disaster because it legitimately, I think, I besides this chest area piece,
Yeah,
I think legitimately is a great toy with great like updates to the original toy. But because of this integral, like this isn't something you can ignore. This is the very much a integral, like it's the centerpiece. It's
yeah.
literally the centerpiece of the whole mass.
It would be
That
my
is,
favorite Haslab ever, but because of all this, mine has stayed in Omega Prime form since I finished the
I haven't
video
touched
and
it.
will not be
I
changed.
I had not touch it. Like I don't want to touch it because I don't want like if I
Yeah.
touch like like oh let me mess with it again.
Oh,
Now like
also
oh let me have
communications piss poor because nobody got shipping notices, tracking numbers. Oh, hey, we're sending a
this
replacement.
showed.
Like they just
Oh,
showed
this
up.
showed up.
They just showed up,
Yeah.
and there's people that sent back an entire Optimus Prime with the trailer, and they're like, "So what about the back half of the toy that I sent away?"
Oh, oh dear.
Yeah, this is a continued mess, and
Like
honestly,
man, like
like the thing is that more importantly than the individual customer problems that they've had with this, the whole situation on the Omega Prime QC, I think, has officially killed the Transformers Haslab. Because,
now like when Leo Kaiser
especially
comes
now,
out. Like Wild Kaiser coming out, people are gonna be very like I feel like people might not even want to open their Leo Kaisers at
yes,
this point when they come because they're scared. Like what if this one
I'm
also is a ticking time?
terrified that Leo Kaiser's going to have any like a major structural issue because this feels like something that should have been caught in testing, right?
And that's 6 spots. That
Yeah,
there's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight on that figure alone by all the combining pieces and such like that. And I feel like with Wild Kaiser, one thing breaks, the whole thing comes apart. I feel like with Wild
no,
Kaisers.
definitely. And I think that but I will say, like, the publicity around this whole thing, if this was like a winning solution and they're like, look, we fixed it. We got your replacement parts. Here you go. Communication down the line, everything, like, great. It would have been like, well, that was a fun moment in time, but we're past it now. But I feel like this is going to hang, like, whatever the next Transformers HasLab project is, all the comments, all everyone's going to talk
There's
about is this.
There's go- it's gotta be a cautionary tale now
Yep.
of do we trust Hasbro with has Transformers has labs now?
I think
After
it's
this,
tainted Transformers HasLabs. And I don't think I don't think you can untaint it at this point.
which is so unfortunate
Yeah.
because it's so unfortunate and like Transformers right now like we have like I think like because right now with Transformers and I think what Hasbro needs is and which I hope it will come eventually is competition because I'm not sure you saw but
Metal Cardbot's making its US debut soon, right?
Yeah. We're getting. We should. I think we got. I need to check again, but we
We're
got
basically for
information.
the price of a Transformers Deluxe, you can get like a big ass robot, right?
Yeah, because like the $35 option for Metal Carbot is the size of a liter, but much more chunky and heavier,
Yeah.
essentially that. And the only kind of disadvantage is you only can get at the Agabus store right now. But like if they ever want, but I heard that's like they eventually want to sell it on like Amazon and such as that. But like I really hope Metal Carbot coming now to the West and such really kind of kicks Hasbro in gear of maybe we should make our figures better because I
Because
think that's
remember
the
what we
problem with
said, competition breeds innovation.
Yeah,
Hasbro thinks they
and
can
I
get
think
away with this because they're the only company making transforming robots.
yeah, because the thing we're other wait, that's
They don't even
other,
have
like,
Power Rangers to compete with anymore. Because what? We got one Megazord,
yeah, and that's very different
and
from
it's a Hasbro
Transformers still.
license.
Yeah, what because that's the thing with there's 6-inch figures, there's competition everywhere.
Yeah,
And such. So of course, there's a little of motivation there, and I feel like we saw. Honestly, I think we did see a little more
I mean we're seeing it with
like
Black Series. They're starting to do figures that actually are good.
or Legends. I feel like
Yeah.
Legends. I think we could tell that the competition really kicked them up in gear and making them better and such like that. But like with Transformers, we don't like back in the day there was so many other lines doing transforming blank figures. But now we don't really see that in America specifically. We see that in other countries, which,
Yep.
from what I understand, in say in Korea, I think brands like Metal Carbot are kicking Transformers' butt there. But I'm hoping with Metal Carbot coming out in the West really kicks Hasbro. Like maybe we should make our stuff better for our fans and such like that. That's the only hope right now we have.
And hopefully Hasbro
practically.
doesn't like buy out Metal Cardbot, because they kind of have a tendency to do that with competition. Like they bought out
They do.
GoBots.
Oh yeah, they do that. That's the death of the Malcarva, because
Yeah.
practically.
I mean, we've seen that happen, right? Fortnite was kicking their ass in the 6-inch action figure market, so what did they do? Strong arm and get the Fortnite license to do like 3 ways and then nothing. They killed the Fortnite toy. Hasbro killed the Fortnite toy lines. They were doing amazing business and then dead as soon as Hasbro did.
Jazzwares and right now Jazzwares is slowly, like I think right now with Jazzwares they're slowly bringing it back, but like I think slowly, because I think right now they're just reissuing the old figures.
And only at
that's
Costco.
the thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think especially with Jazzwares now, they could definitely kick Hasbro's asses, because Jazzwares have been putting out some fantastic figures from all their lines. Like I saw like their fit photos of their Stranger Things line. Like the accessory, I think they're like only $20, and they come with like multiple faceplates and multiple accessories, and they all have like butterfly joints and drop down hinges and all drop down hip hinges. Like, yeah, that's really the ass kicking Hasbro really needs for stuff like that.
So, on that note, let's talk about the Walmart exclusives for Transformers for CollectorCon. Mixed bag here. First of all, Outback looks great. That's exactly what I expected. Does he look like the cartoon? No, because the cartoon looked like the original toy, and this is just Studio Series Braun with a new chest and a head, but that's exactly what I expected, so I'm gonna buy it. I guess I need to order the Dire Wolf set, because I need to get free shipping on my Outback. Motivation! He looks good. I'm gonna get him. I didn't have any trouble getting Sea Spray. I didn't even pre-order Sea Spray initially, and then he like went back up, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I got him, and he's really neat. I really like the Sea Spray. I think Outback looks good. You got any thoughts on him? I mean, it's exactly what we expected, right?
I never really have cared for Outback as a character, but he looks okay.
It's okay. No one cares about Outback for a character. We just know he's Australian and he's repainted Braun.
Literally, that's the joke I did with my partner, because he's Australian. It's like, hey, how do you feel about Outback?
We're really close to having all the mini bots. I'm not buying this wheelie though.
As a toy, I actually think I like it, but I hope he comes in show colors, because I do not like Toy Lily's colors at all.
I have 2 problems with this guy. First of all, he is in toy colors, which makes sense. It's the retro card line, right? And I just think he looks ugly as hell in the toy colors. My issue as well is if assuming his card back and bubble is the same size as the other figures, he's toy sized as well, which means he's the same size as all the other mini bots. And I always think of Wheelie being like human sized. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the core class and call it a day.
How big was he in Energon Universe? I swear he was a bit bigger. Was he Sue?
I don't know. I don't think we've seen him next to humans in Energon Universe. He's in the space stuff.
What does mean was because the Scuttle. I'm just gonna assume like the Scuttlebug and like the are the same size as humans. So I don't remember if he was the same size as humans or not.
Yeah, I don't know, because like the tricky part with with the Void Rivals is that we haven't seen any humans. We assume that Solila and Darak are human sized, right? We assume they are. We've never seen them next to humans to know.
Yeah, it just because they're smaller than Springer and Hot Rod, so we just kind of assume.
And we've seen Pythana, but Pythana was drawn to be a pretty tall lady in the G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, so that's the thing about Wheelie and such like that. Like,
I think this looks like a better mold for sure than the core class, but I'm just gonna stick with the core class because it's the scale I like.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty much like, because I know some people like Wheelie, just like I know some depictions of Wheelie is more of a same size as the Minibot, but I much prefer him being like the same size as Daniel and such like that.
Yeah.
And such.
Because I always liked him. He was like, oh, he's the kid that was lost on Quintessa, and so he hangs out with the other kid, and they're like the same size. I like that kind of character dynamic. And there's a storybook involving Wheelie that came out in the 80s that like gave him a backstory. He was the wild boy of Quintessa, and it was like his parents were killed by the Quintessons, and he was abandoned and had to grow up in the jungles fighting off like alligator cons and stuff.
Oh yeah. Also,
it's the most badass depiction of him ever.
Also, update on Omega Prime, because I see someone on our Discord posted in the general chat. They got the replacement for Optimus, and his right arm guard doesn't lock in. It just keeps sliding down. He posted a video on it in the Discord in the general chat. He wanted to see it because oh god, that's bad.
Hasbro, if you're listening, because sometimes I think you are, don't do another Transformers Haslab. Just it's done. I'm sorry.
They need a break. They need a break, like a long break, like
don't
Marvel is right
attempt it
now.
for 5 years. Oh my god, I'm seeing it. This is so. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's bad, yeah.
Bro. Okay. Yeah, that's holy crap. Yeah, that I don't have words. I ain't got words, man. Hasbro should not do another Haslab. I think actually Hasbro should not do another Haslab is my advice. Like not just for Transformers. Yeah. Star Wars barely made it. Don't push your luck. Marvel does not need to do it. Ghostbusters only. Ghostbusters is the only thing I'd say is a surefire you can do a Haslab for now.
Don't jinx it.
I mean, again, I wouldn't put it past them to screw it up, but I think Haslab's cooked, man. All right, Pissken.
Pissken.
I don't know.
Just alliteration.
This is the New York Comic Con Street Fighter Alpha 3 Ken Yellow Gi 1/12 Storm Arena figure from Storm Collectibles. Also known as Pissken.
You got your Storm Arena. Have you opened?
I opened him and I messed him with. I messed him with a little bit. He's really nice. Like he's really nice.
He's really nice. The only thing different besides of course the gi is he does come on a yelly face.
Yeah,
I'm back and I see Banana Ken.
Yeah, I called him Pissken.
We talk with Street Fighter counts from up here.
It works.
I had to run to the bathroom, so
which is appropriate. Why I was calling him Pissken then. But
he looks really good. He looks nice.
He's got a
he does.
What counts? He can't be Banana Ken because he doesn't have a Street Fighter 5 hair. That's Banana Ken.
That's what we used to call him back in the day when we got that color.
No, it makes sense. I mean, he looks like a banana. He's got the yellow, but he's got the black part, for the stem.
He has yellow hair, yellow gi, yellow gloves,
and a black belt. So for the stem. That's pretty much that. For Walmart Collector Con, NECA has got reissues of the 1990 Ninja Turtles as single packs, and these are ultimates, and so they include all the accessories from the accessory packs split across. And Raph comes with the jacket, which was only in the Casey Jones 2-pack. These are great.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've been wanting those.
Because the movie Turtles are the only Turtles I don't have, and especially now we have like the 2012 NECA figures out now. Like I want to go back. I do want to complete I want to get like a main set of Turtles for each incarnation display. So
and these do mix in some of the accessories from Secret of the Ooze, yeah, because Raph's got the TCRI canister. Raph's also got one of Casey Jones's bats.
Yeah, is it the Jose Kasenko
yep,
bat?
Jose Kasenko bat, yep. Don't tell me you paid money for this.
Yeah.
Cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand. Cricket.
I love it. I can't wait for these. I'm really glad they released
these are great.
The movie Turtles.
For the sake of me balancing my budget, I have the Secret of the Ooze set.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, these are for people who haven't got the movie stuff. Because I think especially the movie stuff, I remember when they first came, they were very scarce. I barely saw them.
Very hard
the only thing I saw were like shelf warming like Hamata Yoshi's and Rokusaki's. Practically, that's all I saw.
I don't know what the price on these are, but they'll be on Walmart starting October 9th.
I imagine the price of
probably like the $36, $37 price that NECA usually is.
I need to get those 2012 Turtles now. I need to get them.
I do. I'm waiting for them to be on a site I like buying from.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because I don't like NECA and I don't like Walmart.
Exactly. I had to buy stuff from Walmart because 2 of the Wicked for Good dolls are exclusive to Walmart. Dorothy and the Wizard.
You saw the broom they're making?
I saw the broom they're making, which also seems kind of... I kind of want to get it just to smack people with it. They smack you with a broom, but it's like hard plastic, so just...
the Buzz Lightyear, not a flying toy. They should put that on the box of the broom, like not an actual broom.
Yeah.
To clean it.
Exactly. It does not fly. The NECA convention exclusive for New York Comic Con for Turtles is Train Takeover Shredder.
So at least I'm glad. I don't mind
Train
exclusives
takeover.
like I don't mind
This is a
exclusives
good
like these
exclusive.
because yeah, cause it's literally just a silly variant for diehard fans.
This is
and
much
so you're
better
not-
than when like Kino was exclusive to New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that being said, where's my damn Red Sky figures, man?
You don't like Shredder? You don't like Choo Choo Shredder?
I don't mind Choo Choo Shredder. I'm just amazed at how deep we're going into the dumb episodes of the early part of the show instead of doing like Lord Dreg.
These are early. This is probably season 7 or 6.
I mean, I don't want because I have been told I shouldn't call it the bad part of the show.
He does. He does have the pickle. He does. I didn't know. He does have the Dragon Ball Piccolo crossarm accessory.
Yes, he does.
But
Actually, they work better than
like-
the Piccolo because they pop out at the shoulders instead of the biceps.
Yeah, that's what I always call. Well, every time you see crossarm accessory stuff, that's what it's calling them now.
Piccolo was the
arm
first to do it. I mean,
Yep.
yep.
Every time I see it, I just think of Piccolo because every Piccolo figure has those.
For the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna like blow through this McFarlane stuff as just kind of a hey, these are things that are up for pre-order.
Yeah, because some of the stuff we've seen already.
Yeah.
There's now, we just now have proper photos and
0 Hour
that.
Superman, Mullet Superman is Page Punchers.
So if you don't want, if you don't like your Bolt Superman being on the Dark Knight Return body, which is fair, because not even in the '90s he didn't look that much killer. This is definitely better. Also, because what's nice, this is the same body color wise as the Godzilla 2 pack, but you didn't want that awful face. If you don't want that awful face, but still want that body, this is a much cheaper option.
Yep. We also got the they're calling it the Crisis Joker. It's the '70s Joker. His jacket comes off, but not his hat. So there's no point in removing the jacket.
It's a Mabu Stacy scenario.
It froze again.
He does.
Blade Raider. Blade Raider's saying the exact words I'm saying. How is there not a Red Sky April figure? That redesign was so good. Exactly. That's the definitive 80s, 90s April design. Is the Red Sky one? Like, I want a toy. Anyways, there we go. Joker jacket comes off. This looks nice. It's got a gun.
He comes with a gun. He got a gun, but it's only 12 plus on the
Yeah.
box. Am I not funny?
I don't know. It doesn't say not a toy either. Oh, wait, it does. It does say not a toy. It's in the bottom.
Yeah.
I can't get to it. Toy Arc, why do your images like this? Yeah, there it is. Not a toy.
And Super Friends.
I was gonna say there also is a classic Golden Age cheetah who was part of this wave as a Red Platinum. There's no pictures of her. She just got found in stores alongside them because they went up for pre-order this week. So naturally, people found them in Target this week.
Of course. I mean, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Wait, is she Golden Age?
Golden Age. Yep.
She's meant to go with the Golden Age 1D and Trevor. Okay.
We got
Cheetah finally.
We did.
Before they lose
So we
the
got Super Friends Aquaman with a communication device.
You got them hanna-Barbera eyes. He always just dots.
Yeah, they really are.
I love the packaging because they're clearly just
Fred Jones, is that you? Sorry.
Yeah. Also, I love the packaging because they're using the packaging, the bubble for the Batman 66 figures, but they still have the bubble indents for the the pals and bips,
which they haven't come with in like 3 years.
But I just love all that empty space for the tiny little communicator.
These look ridiculous, and they're like $22 at Target now.
Yeah. Next is Bizarre, right?
Bizarro Superman.
Yeah, he just looks weird.
Very bizarre. Bizarro Batman, which just looks like an old man.
Bat Zorro. Yeah.
Yeah, Bat Zorro's cooler than this. Do not disrespect my goat Bat Zorro with this guy.
Dole surprise. Dole surprise.
And then we have, it's weird, we didn't have full pictures of him, but we have Zan, and then of course Jaina and Gleek is the Red Platinum.
It's the monkey. It's the monkey why she's the Red Platinum.
No, it's just because it's a woman.
No, the monks are more rare than women.
It's true. Also, Gleek is a static figure, unlike the DC Classics one, which was a giveaway if you bought the Wonder Twins in person, but if you ordered a Matty Collector, you did not get Gleek, which was annoying. And the only reason I have a Gleek is because someone that used to work at Matty Collector had a box of like 150 Gleeks that were rejected for QC issues, and he threw them up on eBay after he left the company and was like, he found it in his garage, and he's like, I don't know what to do with these. Anybody want it for $15? And so I bought one. And it's funny.
Monkeys, I want a monkey.
Exactly. That's basically what he did. And so I bought one and I got it, and it's perfectly fine, except for the fact that his arms don't move independently; they just move together because it like the bar wasn't cut in the middle.
Like an Imaginext, practically.
Yeah, like an Imaginext. His arms just move up together instead of separate. And I was like, well, that was worked, because $15 compared to like the $100 he was going for like one from the convention.
That is just a funny story. Just you go in your attic, you have a whole box of monkeys.
Yeah. I wish I saved the photo. I don't know if I saved the photo. I wish I did, because the photo on eBay was just literally a picture of a box of Gleeks. And in the description, he's like, these were all rejected for QC issues. I ain't picking through to get the best ones. You're just going to get a random monkey. And honestly, like, I was so happy. I did not care. I was like, as long as he's got all his limbs, I'm not going to give a shit. And
it's a literal barrel of monkeys.
Yes, literal barrel of monkeys.
Soundout, you're like, back in my day, we got a random monkey, and we were glad to get it.
What's sad is that was an easier way to get Gleek than finding a red platinum Super Friends figure. Oh, God. Also, Veloquence brings up a good point. Zan gets a wrench, Jaina gets a weird communicator, and a whole ass monkey.
Yeah. It's Walmart.
Always gets the better.
McFarlane Walmarts.
McFarlane Walmarts. Okay, we got Bane in animated series colors.
Which is a nice, like, it's practically a release of the Make a Fake if you didn't want to buy the extra Bruce
Also,
figure.
he glows in the dark, but they didn't include a picture of the glow in the dark part, so I don't actually know it glows in the dark, but I'm guessing the mask, the belt, and the gauntlet.
It's in that or the tubes.
The tubes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the tubes right there show it.
Yeah, actually, judging by the card, it's probably going to be. Oh, he has glow in the art, like, Venom veins.
Yeah, I don't think the veins are there because they're not painted. So,
but yeah, I mean, glow in the dark stuff could be like visible sometimes. So you get black light.
Yeah, Veloquence is thinking like a toy company should. Gleek should have been a Build-A-Figure, and you get one half with each twin. Sold a lot more Wonder Twins that way.
Say that, but now imagine it's gonna be horrifying because you're gonna be bisected or vertically or horizontally.
Either way,
like my guess is Zan gets the legs and the other one gets his torso.
Yeah, that was kind of they did that with Dr. Psycho. He was like split between two figures, and like one came with like the head and the arms, and the other came with the torso and legs.
It's like that one boss in
like the damn hit monkey.
Also, welcome Wheels. Anyways,
yeah. Next up, we have the figure that started discourse on Twitter that was really, really funny.
Wait, really?
Yes. So, first of all, it's the Hal Jordan Power Ring cover when he becomes Parallax. It's just done as an action figure, which as soon as you put him in any other pose, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, when I first saw the figure, I thought it was like a photo, like a tree. Because I actually legitimately think the paint job is actually fantastic.
Excellent.
It's only meant to be a statue, but like still, like I commend the paint job on the figures. I was actually really fooled when I saw it, because I thought it was just the image until I looked closer. I was like, oh, there's joints and such like that. There.
What I loved about this is that Ron Mars, who wrote Emerald Twilight, was on Twitter, and he was like, "Why would someone make that?" And someone was like, "Oh, it's the cover where Hal Jordan was Parallax. What's Parallax?" And he like did this whole thread with this guy going back and forth. And, like, the guy was explaining to him the entire Emerald Twilight storyline. And Ron Mars was like, that sounds like some dumb thing a comic book writer came up with in the 90s. Ron Mars being the comic book writer that came up with it in the 90s. It went on so long that other people started chiming in. And he had a quote tweet, and he was like, it's really fun when people don't look at my username.
Yeah, I love you gaslight. I love you gaslight the whole
Why?
Twitter.
What was his username?
Ron
Parallax Guy or
Mars.
something?
No, his
Ron
username's
Mars, yo,
Ron Mars. Like, this is his real name.
no one bothered to check. He was
Oh,
the
then
writer of the arc.
then it just okay. Then it's just people who are just that stupid. Okay.
Exactly.
It's comic Twitter. What do you think? It's comic Twitter. No one reads comics and comic
Yeah,
Twitter.
right. No, I thought that gave me such a chuckle because I just saw him like.
No, it reminds me of jokes actors would make, where it's like, people don't realize I'm like the big famous actor, but I wear a hoodie and no one noticed I'm here.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Or that time like that
No.
someone tried to mansplain Deadpool to Gail Simone, and she just like linked her
No.
like Wikipedia article.
Oh no! You know what it reminds me of Tony Hawk scenario where like
Yes.
where he's talking to some fan going like, "Oh man, I love Tony Hawk," and like, "I'm Tony Hawk," or something like that.
No, I think he was like waiting for them to realize he was Tony Hawk, and then at the end of it, they walked away, and he was like, "I guess they never figured it out."
Yeah.
God, so good. So every time I see that figure, I'm gonna be like, that was that time Ron Mars gaslit people on Twitter.
Mhm.
Bizarro or Joker Superman.
No, you're not wrong, because I've seen so many people go see this like, this is a good Bizarro body right here.
Yeah, it does actually has
So,
good Bizarro already, but
yeah, I saw people go like, why is the point of this figure? But some people are like, well, all we need to do is give it a different head and like wire slide decal a new symbol, and there you go, a Bizarro on the Earth 3 on the Crisis body, which is like becoming the de facto Superman body because it is the best Superman body McFarlane has made.
yep.
So
Then we
that's a good
have
point with the figure.
dekinkified Barbarian Superman.
But say, where's the skin?
Yeah. Also,
What was
I
the
forgot that the logo that James Gunn used for his Superman actually debuted during the Warworld arc.
Well, because it's based off the
Kingdom Come.
the Kingdom Come
Yeah.
logo. So,
But like that
it's just
specific shape
convenient.
is like basically how the one in the
Oh,
DC was.
I didn't realize that they did actually improve the head. He doesn't have side eye anymore.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So customize. 'Cause I know people like to use his head for like Bruce Wayne's and such like that. So
Yeah.
customers like, yeah, huzzah! I don't have to have side eye anymore with his head.
They reissued Man Bat from the DC Direct animated series line with his accessories that are made for Batman because he can't hold those.
I think they mold him darker colors.
He is in darker colors. It's not the color he was originally.
Yeah, but he's a lot more darker. He's darker.
Also, he doesn't come with a stand, I don't think, and he really could use it
I know.
because he's very
Yeah, he's
top
meant to
heavy.
fly. Also,
Yeah.
he's meant to fly. Oh boy,
All
McFarlane, more combat.
right, let's go through this here. So if you want Reptile in his base colors, you get
accessories.
open hands. If you want Reptile with accessories, you have to buy a 2-pack where he's partially transparent.
And blue.
And it comes with Blue Liu Kang, who
Ing.
comes with a
But his accessories.
Blue
his
Liu Kang, by the
accessories.
way, that is a second head where you swap the hair over. It's not a faceplate.
Okay, I was wondering like what's going on with the other faceplate.
You have to swap the hair over. But if you want regular Liu Kang, you have to buy regular Liu Kang. So basically, if you want him in the default looks, you default look them, no accessories besides hands. But if you actually want the accessories, you have to get like the Player 2 look.
For $30, and these are $70.
Yeah, I ain't buying these. This is not worth it.
But that's the biggest problem with the McFarlane more common line. The prices and how they distribute everything is so bad.
Like, if you want the default characters with accessories, you have to buy everybody twice.
Yeah, and even then, they might have a weird repaint. Like, for example, I think we have a single card of Raiden, but he only comes with hands. But he wanted the lighting accessories. I think there was a Scorpion, the Scorpion 2-pack?
Yeah.
But I think he's a bit different. I think he's like
Actually, the
differently.
one in the Scorpion 2-pack is the Mortal Kombat 11 Raiden.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a mess. How they've been
Oh,
handling this
also,
line.
like, what is it? Melina is exclusive to a 2-pack, and Kitana's a red platinum.
Oh, that's just normal.
That's just Todd.
That's just normal for McFarlane at this point.
Also, yeah, AR brings up a good point. Yes, Liu Kang is reusing all the parts from the Mortal Kombat 11 version. The pants. The pants
Yep,
and the
and
gauntlets are the 11 version. And then the new parts are from the single Liu Kang.
That's not accurate at all. Also, I
Nope.
just realized the reptile on the 2-pack has no pupils, even though that's not accurate to reptile, if I remember right.
No, that's not
It doesn't
accurate.
Yeah, he doesn't have scorpion eyes. He has pupils.
Yeah.
You know-
Emilio says, who is my favorite Mortal Kombat character? God, it's been a minute since I've thought about it, but
I always like Smoke.
I think it's Kenshi.
Kenshi's cool,
freaking
yeah.
awesome. That's a blind
Mhm.
swordsman who can like telepathically levitate stuff. Like, I
All
also really like Reptile, but I specifically like Mortal Kombat 9 Reptile.
I like when he's I love much for
Like
when he's a lizard
actual
man.
lizard.
Yeah, when he's a lizard man, he's much cooler. When he's a lizard man.
All right, so we're gonna begin our Bandai extravaganza,
Bandai.
and we're not gonna start with Bandai Japan because I was finding out that Target posted listings for new Anime Heroes figures, and no matter what we could have anticipated Anime Heroes' next step in evolution would be, it's not what happened. Okay, so we're gonna start with the less crazy one, and then we'll get to the crazy one, but.
Still $20.
Yes.
It was Godzilla.
It's not.
That's the separate. That's a separate line.
Okay, so
Well, dang.
first up we have Gear 5 Luffy, which I saw that it
Gear
was
5.
Gear 5 Luffy, and I was like, cool, maybe it'll be actually fun, unlike the Figuart. And it's got this new tag on the box that says superposable, and that's because, just like the Figuart, he has bendy arms and legs. Except, unlike the Figuart, he looks actually fun, like a toy.
Look, so because pretty much what it looks like, so unlike the figure, his legs are still normal. Like at least
Yes.
his hip areas. His hip areas are still normal. But also, I think the biggest advantage of the Anime Heroes is since they're still technically kids' toys, it's gonna be durable. Like
Yes.
you don't have to worry about this thing like tearing apart. You just bend his arm wrong. Also, I'm convinced this cloud's gonna stay on much better because I know the cloud is a nightmare in the figure.
The Cloud has half my
Right.
problems with that figure because it's articulated for no reason and it falls off immediately. Like, you bump it and it's off.
I
This
thought
looks
the
like
other
a
half was that
really...
it's Gear 5 Luffy.
This is a really fun-looking Luffy. Now, here's the part that drove me crazy, was the fact that there is a brand new Naruto, also $20 for reference, a brand new Naruto who is in the same superposable style, and this Naruto... Okay, first of all, he's an anime hero with a torso joint, and second of all, he's got like an overlay torso jacket and overlay pants to hide the joints.
Which that's interesting. So they kind
For
of
20.
experimented. They experimented this with the game dimension Jin figure with the rubber pants, but to see a rubber torso, I mean, it's actually so we had the rubber pants before with a Jin for the game dimension line, but also they did the rubber torso with Chainsaw Man, which actually worked really well. I actually think the torso worked really well in the Chainsaw Man anime hero figure. So to see them do that, also he has pinless arms now.
Yes.
He has pinless arms now.
And he
which is
still
really
comes
good.
with a kunai and a Rasengan, and the Rasengan's actually an alternate hand this time instead of being kind of a weird accessory that you have to have him hold.
Oh yeah, jutsu hand. He has grip hands, jutsu hands, open hands. Kunai.
$20. 20.
That's impressive. And that's, I mean, what's nice about Naruto is one of those characters that, like, even if you own the original anime hero, Naruto's one of those you can just get more because child
Yes.
clones.
Also, I want to buy this. I want to see how
What?
this is in hand.
Shadow clones? What? Army
Yeah, I
build
want to see.
of
I'm really
protagonist?
curious to see how
What?
this is in hand. Honestly,
Yeah, I totally want to
like
buy
how much?
this.
I mean,
I
how's
want
that
this to
before-
try it out. I want to see how this whole system works.
I mean, you're not breaking the bank. That's
Yeah.
always nice about anime
I don't
heroes.
know why,
is
but
the fact that
I know he says
the
whole
fact that
system,
they're
that's a whole
still
new, like,
$20 even
articulation.
after all these years layers is really impressive.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying, Wheels?
I know you meant whole as in the whole thing of articulation, but I'm imagining like you just with a bunch of holes, just wanting to put your things in a bunch of holes.
Okay. Anyways,
A whack-a-mole sound of just shoving his hand in.
whack-a-mole.
But
Yeah.
these two figures look really impressive. Again, I think like the Gear 5 Luffy, especially, it's just gonna be a lot more just fun to mess around with than the figure because since again these are 4+, so that's the rules. They usually make these figures a lot more durable than your $100 figure art and such.
Yeah,
So he won't
exactly.
break.
I'm really
Won't
happy with
break.
it, and the Gear 5 Luffy, I was kind of like, oh, that makes sense, but then I looked at Naruto and I was like, what the hell is going on? This is cool. Kind of like that they're not just stagnating, because they could have just re-released Naruto like they do every year, right? But this time they were like, no, what if instead we evolve?
I'm also really impressed that Bandai's really continuing with the pinless joints now.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see.
I
'Cause every
kind of
figure-
wish the
every-
pinless joints had hit 3-sword Zoro. Just 'cause
Yeah, but that one just a repaint. He's just a repaint of older. You know, the
no, I
what,
mean like
the.
the older one too. Like just because
I think that was. I think that was before.
it was
they
it was
went
before they
full-
started doing pinless on everything. It's just like because he's shirtless, the pins are more noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, McFarlane. You know, I'm not one of those like pins. Like everything must be pinless now, but like McFarlane still uses pins, which is
Yeah.
like, man, just using pins. You know what's insane? The Jax DC Sonic figures, the DC figures are all pinless.
Yeah, I
For
noticed
5-inch
that.
figures. Which is like, that's impressive. Also, why did Jax make one of the best Darkseid figures? I just want to mention that.
Yep.
Like,
I know. I need to. I need to do another Jax Sonic update. I was kind of waiting to like maybe just do one because I haven't done one all year. I was like, let me just do one at the end of the year. It's like the 2025 recap. Just throw them all in. Blader says, given what you said about like Figma, I assume this will destroy itself in its climate. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a little sturdier because it's like we said 4+ for anime heroes. With the overlays.
so the rubber on my Chainsaw Man figure anime hero, I got it's not been like a year. It's still holding up. It helps that it's like a very soft rubber. It's not like
yeah.
a dick rubber, because I feel like dicker rubber. It's always a 50-50 with dicker rubber because sometimes it'll crack, but sometimes dicker rubber can be more dense. I know it's like a lot more like looser rubber, like say like the looser rubber you see on like crotches on some Figuarts. They last long because they're you know there's nothing to, I guess, like moisturize. I guess is the best. I'm not sure what's the correct term, but like nothing that like there's nothing to like worry about dryness with them because they're so thin.
And I'll also say
like
that if it does disintegrate on me, I spend $20 on it, not like 150.
Yeah.
That's a big factor. Is that like if it does disintegrate, that would suck. But like it's better that I just threw in like 20, not like.
Also, like I mean, and also like to be fair, if they design it smartly, there still should be like a torso underneath it and legs. I'm really curious what. I'm curious what kind of thing. I hope they did not make the flesh color underneath for the Naruto figure.
Real tempted to buy a second one just to cut it up open.
Was that the problem with the old Wild Force 10-inch figures where their inner bodies flesh colors?
They're
and
flesh
parents
colors.
complain.
That's
and
why the
parents
Ninja Storm
complain.
ones had to have underwear painted on them.
No, they're all black bodies.
Oh, they're all black bodies? Yeah, okay. Oh, no, it was, what was it? Action Man. Action Man went through that. We had to have underwear painted on them, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be Ken dolls.
Exactly. All right.
So
Bandai.
guys, with all the Digimon hype, from Time Changers being so well selling, the new anime, will you believe there's only one Digimon merch announcement?
Listen, they don't want to give us anything.
They're giving us so much, but I do want toys.
we need to.
That's the problem. That's the problem with Digimon. They don't ever want to give us good toys. They just want to go.
Give us more anime heroes. I want the fact
Yeah.
You know what's that? The most frustrating thing with the anime hero Digimon figures, not that they're good, but it was honestly really good character picks because you got 2 adventure ones. But we got tamers. We got a tamer rep with
and
not
people
even like a main
bought
one.
them like crazy, and people were
sold
interested.
out.
Look at the view count on my video. How did they not make a wave too?
Guys,
they
you know
were
really
selling out everywhere I look.
Yeah.
When
I just
targets.
want them to make like those. I want them to make like those Soto figures again,
but bigger.
I want them to make like but slightly bigger, and bring back the old PVC figurines and not make them just all P Bandai collections.
Yeah, imagine if we got like the imagine we got something like the Jazzwares Pokemon line, but for Digimon, like because like we don't need like posable figures for like Agumon or Vmon. We just need little like PVC figures next year champion.
If they do it like Jazzwares, but don't do like how Jazzwares has like really weird plastic choices, then we're fine.
Yeah, I'm more talking about like the little like figure packs, right?
Yeah, no, I would like to have like a deluxe champion level Greymon. That's like I would also love a scaled Digimon, and I say in quotation scaled.
There's no Digimon like, scale. What are you talking about?
I know there isn't, but I'd like one that's representative of like if they're gonna release an adventure pack, I would like my Greymons and Metal Greymon to look like they're like 8 inches. My War Greymon to look like it's like, maybe like, I don't know, 6 inches or 5 inches, and then Agumon's just like a PVC figure.
Yeah. Wait, what's Terriamon's mega evolution again?
No such thing
Saint Gargomon being like a 14-inch tall metal build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Let me stick.
But yeah, no, I agree. We should have some kind of relative scale and just like nice figures of every major character. Like this is
Because I know with
insane.
Digimon, there's no such thing as scale since we've seen bigger versions of champions, ultimates,
Yeah.
and rookies.
It would just be nice to have like Transformers have relative scale, right?
Yeah, I want to
like-
like if you're gonna make an adventure toy line, my War Greymon should be like 6 inches, and like my Greymon should be like a 12-inch figure. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just hypothetically,
The fact
like if
that
you're
we
doing
don't
it
have
that
a
way.
modern posable Aguni, like just a basic action figure of of the Frontiers Digimon,
Mm.
I just raise a giant eyebrow because like they're
We
meant
don't
to be
have
action
the most basic Dukemon we got even is a model kit. We don't have like a
Yeah.
toy. Peacemaker said, "Go with a vibe scale. Basically, if it should look bigger and smaller than it is than a regular person." Yeah, I agree with that too. Like just a general scale. It just would be nice because there's like a lot of Digimon that like are very toyetic, and it's like, why is there no toys of like Sakuyamon? Why is there no toys of like freaking Sylphimon? I get Shakuamon, but like, you know, like
Where they should make the Data Squad rookies like super big because they are super big in
They
the
should.
show.
That's why I kind of like those. Remember those Data Squad figures where they were the rookies, and then you push the button and it shot the armor off, and the inside
Are off
was.
to be the champion.
Champion,
the
yeah.
champions. Yeah, I remember those toys. They were cool. Yeah.
And like, how do we not have all the burst modes? There's never been toys
Yeah.
with the burst modes. Like,
Side
Crazy.
note, side note, because I saw for the Shanghai Wonderfest thing
Yeah.
they've been going on. I saw that for Blockies, they finally did something I question why no other companies did. Is they finally made scale Pokemon trainers to go alongside your posable Pokemon figures. They're
legit. Why we don't have that?
like they finally did. There was a Blockies Red alongside Mega Charizard X. I'm like, why has no other company done that before? like I
Yeah.
want that. I want
The
the
only one who
trainers
does is
and
doing
Guys,
that is
guys,
Bandai
I
with
realize
their
who our
statue
savior
figures
is.
now.
We need to stop looking to Bandai. Blockies needs to get the Digimon license.
Because essentially how big Digimon's big in I mean hell, they made a whole server based off of China. Like
They have a
Kamen
whole
Bandai,
mobile game that's
give,
only in China.
Blockies give
Blockies,
Bandai,
go
give
shake
Blockies-
Bandai for the license.
please, because
Please.
I know they would have good character variety because all their lines have good character variety. So
Yep.
I know we're gonna get a good line from them alone. But yeah, please Blockies, you've been doing so good with the Pokemon stuff. You should shake Bandai's hand.
Gotta go grab
Anyways,
dinner.
All right, Metal Build
Omegamon.
EX Project Omegamon. I just can't give a shit about another Omegamon. It looks nice.
I
man.
love Omnimon, but
I'm so
he
sick
gets
of
a
him.
lot.
I'm so sick of them.
Everywhere. I mean, yeah.
Also, the only thing I noticed when this first got announced was this new English Digimon logo, which actually appeared in the first episode of Beatbreak.
I think because this logo started, I think I started seeing it around Ghost Game time. I feel like, or like DigiCon.
It was
It's
this
been-
year. This logo has not been that long.
Oh yeah. I think it was used at your Digimon Con or Digimon Expo.
I think it's Digimon Expo. It's like very recent, but they gave it a little indent logo where the episode started with like Digimon and it played the sound from the original Digivice toy.
yeah, which I like because
I like it.
I like that we finally have an evergreen logo for Digimon because every
Mhm.
other thing uses the adventure logo. I've been kind of using the card game logo, just taking out the card game part of the logo off as
Yeah.
my Digimon logo for like just general Digimon. But it's good to finally get an evergreen one finally for Digimon
Mm-hmm.
and such.
Also, the Metal Build EX project has other things involved, including Hatsune Miku, Saint Seiya,
Hatsune
Kamen
Miku!
Rider 01,
Oh, Naya Magic. That's
whatever
kinda cool to
that
see.
is, and Mecha
Naya
Godzilla.
That's the mecha anime Naya Magic.
Oh,
That's
I
actually
actually
cool to
watched
see.
that show. I just forgot what the mechas looked like because the premise was insane.
I had the kid. I recognized it because he was in Super Robot Wars 30, and I had the kid
Okay.
of it, so I recognize that design automatically.
I like that show because
Um,
it was like Mecha Otaku gets really good at his job
Isekai.
after
yeah,
getting isekai.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm failing in life. Gets isekai to another planet. I'm in heaven.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh,
It's Sentai.
All right. So beginning the Sentai section of the Bandai Toys, we have the Ryo Tega Sword, which is the power-up for Gojuger, which Bandai and the show is promising is not just for Goju Wolf, but Goju Wolf's the only one of the 5 to get a unique helmet, so let's see if this is going to be a Hyper Resha situation. It's going to be a Hyper Resha situation. So this is
I would say,
the sword.
honestly, This is
Cool.
honestly my favorite thing from Gozuger, design wise, in both power up and the toy. And I like the design of it a lot. It looks really cool.
I like it too. It can, I think it can read Sentai rings, or at least you can put the rings on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
it
like
looks
that.
very it looks very like Fire Emblem JRPG sword, which I like about it.
Yeah,
Also, I really like the combination of the Tegazord because I never really like any of the Tegazord combinations.
I
But
mean,
like
my
this one
hot
actually looks
take is
really
that
cool.
Gojuger has the worst mecha line in Sentai history. So
Oh, definitely, no, definitely.
I
I
I
agree.
I will make a video about it at some point, but which will be difficult because I don't want to buy anything.
But like this
But
one,
I
just
like
I
this
just like
one. This one looks nice.
the design. Just because my biggest problem with all the Gozuger ones is just the design. The designs don't look. I think it's more of like not even just the design, but I think the balance. Because like
Yeah.
you get giant lion arm, shrimpy other arm, or something like that. Like the proportions are always look off. But this one has a really nice like super robot proportion wise. You got the nice
My
big
favorite
boots.
detail is the fact that the LED that's in the chest of the Tegosword is still shining through the new armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Then we get the big stupid combo, which is just one piece from each weapon attached to the combination. And I
I
gotta
mean,
tell
it
you,
does.
what the hell happened at Bandai that we've gone from God King Oju to this?
I would say
I know, right?
I actually do like how it looks because I think because again my biggest problem with the Gozuger stuff is the proportions. But like here, like the lion and the T-Rex arm are like the same size, so
Yeah.
they actually look nice together. We have the two shoulder cannons. Like you're not there's a bunch of kibble everywhere.
There's so
but, like,
much
still,
stuff left behind. It's not worth. It's
yeah,
like It's like Kutamajin. It's not really worth leaving that combo up because you have so
yeah,
much on the side.
no, definitely. But like
But it looks nice.
the design flow, like the flow design is nice. I like
Yeah.
about it.
Hopefully, it gets used more
It's
than once
why
in the show.
it's like how I think the best Boombunger combination is the fire one because the flow of the silhouette looks really nice compared to the other
Yep.
combinations.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So they're selling it on its own for 9,900 yen.
That's expensive.
Okay.
That's a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. Okay.
Can't wait to see. I can't wait for the Memorial Digit comes out. So it's just you literally have
Oh, it
Marv.
never will.
Mar- are you
I
really?
mean, never
You
will
don't
because
think
they've never released a power up item in Memorial Edition.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. So
I
was
bought
hoping
I was on Mercari and I was like looking for a Oger Crown Lance, and a friend sent me a link and he's like, it's only $30. I'm like, I'm just gonna get it because there ain't gonna be a Memorial Edition.
Because I was hoping because I thought it'd be like something like Marv's sword. You're pretty much getting Marv's sword practically
Yeah.
if they made a Memorial Edition.
It would be really cool.
of
There's
it.
also a combo pack of it and the Tega sword for 17,050 yen. There's also, for whatever reason, a clear color Goody Burn and Tega sword for
Can I say I
14,300.
think I think Goody Burn's robot mode looks really cool, but I despise the gauntlet mode because I hate you can see the legs.
Gauntlet mode. It's just laying down.
Yeah, like I hate you can see the legs. Like you
You
couldn't
can see the
have them
arms too.
Yeah, but at least like the legs are both so obvious because you couldn't like have them like click together to form like
Yeah.
something. But no, just you have feet on your arm there, Polar.
My issue with Gozuju's mecha line is there's only 3 mecha.
Yeah,
And
like
one's
again,
a
like
retool of one of the other.
Ghost Leader Mecha line, I think are good to me. Like the design wise, they're good. Like auxiliary mech, like a Zubon, but like
Yeah.
as the main mecha line, it's very weak because I think it's less the designs, but how hollow everything feels. Is my
God,
problem.
I was talking to Darkon who has a Tega sword, and he was like showing it to me, and the arm kept popping off, and I was like, my God.
The Tegas are so hollow, especially the leg. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
I think like stuff like Green's weapon combination make it so obvious how hollow he is.
So
Also, just Green's
Hellfire says that the clear colors of Toys are exclusive. It doesn't say that on the Bandai website. Doesn't mean it's not. It's just Bandai website doesn't say it. Bandai
By the
website
way,
also
if
hasn't listed the last 5 Memorial Editions. So
by the way, just so we can say it right now, this whole entire section is gonna be sponsored by Spin Dash in a couple of minutes.
yes.
Wink.
So if you want a
Wink.
mini Plaw version of the Rio Tega sword, you have to go to P Bandai because that's what they're doing now. It will be a P Bandai set with Rio Tega sword, and then the power up Goju Wolf. Notice how there's not power ups of the other 4. My theory that they're only going to get to use it once each is, we'll see. Give the show a chance.
Remember when Candy Toys actually were just more a bonus, like the thing you're selling for the candy. And that
Yep.
ever since I don't know, ever since they started making it more Bandai like, it just feels like you're kind of losing the plot here.
And I'll repeat what Wheels and I always talk about, which is if you're gonna charge this much and you're gonna treat them like
Why did not-
standalone products, make them
Why they
good
aren't-
enough.
Why aren't they just high grade kits? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I just at this point, just make them actual damn kits. Don't pretend they're mini plot anymore. Also, Psycho says Leon uses it next week. Yeah, remember the Super Shinkengers where all of them used it once each, and then it just became Takeru's thing forever? Yeah. Anyways, AR says, what company hasn't lost the plot at this point? Soundout Productions.
I'm so Digimon brain. When you say Takeru, I just automate thought Digimon.
Yep.
When you said that.
Yep. I realize that. I'm glad Spin Dash is here because the rest of this is basically just his tweets.
Hi, Spin Dash. Thank you for all the news reporting.
So I don't have context for this because I guess it happened in an episode or whatever. I don't know. The DX June Ring and Blank Ring set, which will contain 5 rings. And the way this is going to work is that these 5 rings are for Tega June, so that Tega June can use the weapon combinations, right? So here's the one with blue, right?
What's the blue? It's so funny because the blue is a lion, but the ring looks like a wolf. It looks like a Lobomon. It looks like Lobomon from Frontiers. I don't know why it's giving me that vibe.
Psycho has confirmed this happened this week. Cool. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I like to watch, like, when I watch Toku stuff, I'm usually into the character and plot stuff, and so when they just start throwing toys at the screen, my brain blacks out. Also, I haven't watched this week's episode, so appreciate everybody in the chat. Keep me on track.
Yeah,
All right, here's what yellow looks like.
Yeah, I don't mind toy stuff, but like, it's the same problem with Don Brothers. You need to space it out. Here, just all of a sudden, like, here's like this
Yeah.
was because when Boom Boonger, because it started the same thing what Boom Boonger did, but like that was over the show run, right?
Yeah.
The whole
All the cars.
stealing all the other cars. And stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
from what I
yeah.
understand.
Killer Robo stealing the cars was like a third act thing.
I hear from what I understand, it just all happened in one episode.
Yeah.
My understanding.
So anyways, we
Stuff
had,
like that.
so the blue one is Tega June Bride Blast. The yellow one, it is Tega June Bride Broken. The green one is Tega June Bride Blitz. And then the black one is Tega June Bride Brave. Also, shout out to Spin Dash for sending me the pictures on these because he couldn't fit them in the tweet. That's basically how those work. Oh, that's not the right thing. That's the growl phone. So that's kind of how those look, which I think is nice. And then it also comes with the blank ring that is appropriate. It's called the blank ring because it's a blank character in the show, even though he keeps sucking up screen time. It's a guy. He can use a ring. It can turn into other rings, and then he can transform into other... he's like a universe warrior that doesn't use the silver Tegasword, but he just uses this ring instead. And that's what that is included.
Is he like the Bosco of the series?
Imagine if Bosco had 0 charisma, 0 personality, and no importance to the plot in every episode he appeared in.
Oh.
Yep.
So he's like...
Do not know that changed
like
this week, but that's my read on Ray.
Is he like Don Muramasa then?
No, Don Muramasa at least was cool. Ray's just a... the thing is, like, Ray as a character is just, like... He's so blank slate. Yeah, Bosco without the R or the sauce, exactly. It's just... I don't even know why he's in the show. Like, he's a plot device for one of the character's plot lines, but he keeps showing up when he's not the plot device.
Again, Gozuger is good. The way you described Gozuger continues to be the series with a lot of potential, but a lot of missed potential. Then
Yes. Hellfire says the blank ring is contradictory because in the show they call it the Infinity Ring. Okay.
I didn't know he sold. Wait, so he sold Wizard's final form?
Apparently. Psycho also said Ray is just a psychopath to be a psychopath. Oh, an Inoue character.
Yeah, I love when Red Ranger Isekai make fun of that.
Yes.
Ironically, in the Inoue
like Inoue knows his tropes, and I think his daughter knows his tropes, and I think his daughter's trying to do his tropes.
I kind of wish they could subvert them sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting a little tired and seeing over. I mean, I guess it's one of those like when the point where you make fun of your own show, I feel like you need to like kind of improve your writing at that point. I feel like honestly,
it's the classic. Just because you made a joke about it doesn't excuse that you wrote it.
Yeah.
Yep. Cassidy, any thoughts on this stuff before we move?
Nah, it looks kind of cool.
I like the
Right,
design
Phoenix
work.
Wright-
I gotta say
I-
that the
when you-
Tega June stuff is like the coolest looking stuff.
When you mentioned that one character was a blank slate, I don't know why, but I just imagine like a guy that just literally just looks at the camera, blinks each eye separately, and smiles, and that's it. And he just stands there wasting
Wait,
time.
what's the meme? Potential Man?
Potential Man. Yes, that's what he. Oh God, Gojuger might. I'm hoping
Yeah.
Gojuger can pull it together in the last arc because we're now with the
Yeah, but
Rio
it's-
Tega sword. There's no more toys
it's
to
a seri-
debut.
Is the series so far potential series?
It so far is, but I think they only have like 2 Universe Warriors left, and they've already gone through all the toys, so the show really could pull. And there was a really good plot twist with the cake couple last week that I thought like I didn't see coming. So I'm kind of hoping the show, like, once it gets past the toys, it's gonna, like, do its thing. It's not gonna be like Decker Ranger when Decker Ranger, after it introduced SWAT mode, the show was just like, and now we're gonna have a deep-seated crime drama where we go through the ethics of policing. Like, that's not happening. But maybe the rest of like the last part of the show could be really strong. It's got potential. Anyways,
Okay, can you explain? Because I remember everyone in the server was make a big fuss about. What's going on with this next
ring
thing with
set.
the ring? So, because
the DX Sentai Ring Golden Edition 50th Anniversary Edition is a set of 50 metallic paint gold foil stamped Sentai rings. And so naturally, as you can imagine, this is a comparison between the different versions. So you can see the deluxe versus the golden edition. The golden edition is on the top. These are very fancy painted, but it's a complete set. You get every single Sentai ring for 44,000 yen, which makes them 880 yen each. When at retail, the deluxe ring sets are 990 yen each, making it 495 yen per ring at retail. So these are basically double the price of the retail ones. Yes, they have more metallic paint, but as I'll put on camera, remind everybody, these things are tiny as hell.
So, because from what I understand, isn't because they're pretty much just plastic with a sheet of paper or sticker inside of it, practically, right?
Yes, and so basically, like, I can show it on
I know-
camera. There's this whole
I know there's-
gimmick where you rotate them. So you have like a sheet that has like a tampo printing, which on this Boom Boonja ring I have is a little off center, and then there's a cardboard sheet on the back side on a ring. And I gotta tell you, every time I turn this thing, I feel like I'm gonna snap it in half because the quality's not great.
So by the way,
Yeah.
you're wondering what's the conversion rate on this whole set? It's $300 practically if you include like tax and
Yes,
shipping.
and I think
shipping,
on what's the Tokulectables price? Should we find out together?
I'll go look up right now.
I'm gonna do it on stream. Let's just do it on stream together. I'm gonna find
Okay.
out. It'll be fun. Because I did not look at it.
Your
So,
heart
quote-
broken.
Here's the thing about this. I remember I get war flashbacks because can you work with the Tega sword or no?
They do work, yes.
Okay, because they're
they're reissuing the Tekken 8 Figuarts. Anyways, let's see. Let's talk about price. $450.
Okay. Okay, 450. Okay, that's good because which was it? There was
Sentai Gears. There was a
Sentai
Sentai
Gear,
Gear
yeah.
set that were die cast, and they said do not work with deluxe toy because they were die
Okay.
cast.
So at least at the very least, they work at the Tega sword. At the
Yep.
very least, at least.
Ready
That's
for
one-
confusion?
Oh,
There's
more?
also die-cast metal rings, which you can get by spending 880 yen. You can pick, there's 5 groups, and you get 1 random ring out of the 10 for every time you spend 880 yen buying one of them.
the gotcha.
It's like a gacha through Premium Bandai.
Oh god. Also, like
Also, as
I feel like
Hellfire pointed out, the normal deluxe rings are more show accurate because the gold foils are too strong compared to how they look in the series.
Also, wait, these are weapons at this point because you have a die cast and you have.
Oh, they aren't
but
die. Spindash says they aren't die cast. I read metal
I mean-
rings in the tweet, so I
Okay, maybe
might have read. I might be a translation issue.
Okay, so now they aren't you aren't getting brass knuckles with these then.
So these are plastic in this set for the importance of this set. The thing is, I think charging twice the retail price is insane. Like, this should be a discount than buying. I mean, it also kind of is a discount because some of them are like apparel bonuses. So like assembling a collection's really hard, but like,
I know it's been years, but like, how much was the big giant Jugenchi set that came with all the Jugenchis back in Koryuger? I
It
know,
was
like, of course,
cheaper than
inflation.
buying them independently, and it was a retail release.
Yeah, I
I
know
want to say I
inflation.
spent like
Yada
7,000
yada.
yen on it.
Yeah, I know like inflation and such happened, but still, like, we got from that to this. And it's kind of sad.
Blader says, "Has Bandai ever heard the term oversaturation?" No.
God, going to get the figure prices. It's that's definitely the cases.
Yes, AR. The Gojuju ring is the one from the Goju Wolf figure art.
Oh,
So
because it wasn't. Isn't that? Isn't that just a generic Sentai ring? Also,
yes,
like it doesn't, because I'm assuming it makes one of those like Super Sentai.
I think that one
sound.
says Gojuju, but just Gojuju.
Okay.
And it's marked special, not 50. But no, the thing is that like I think a lot of people were kind of hoping for a set like this to go with like the Memorial Edition Tegasaur. That's probably happening, because also it's been really hard to gather all the Sentai rings. But this is just an insane price.
Because aren't some are like exclusive to T-shirts or something like that?
Yeah, some are
Alright.
exclusive to apparel. Some are Gashapon. The first Gashapon set is like so scarce that people are like stabbing each other in the street for them. Just kidding, that's not actually happening. I thought it'd be funny to say that, and I realized how bad that was as soon as I said it. But
No.
I mean,
It's not the first
this
time.
isn't Pokemon cards.
I was gonna say this isn't the first time someone's been stabbed over Gashapon.
that's true.
What?
Remember the good old days?
Why is
Good
it
old days
like?
of
Because
old-
unless
old-
I'm
old medals
misremembering.
and force switches and ranger keys.
Well,
This is
'cause
as bad
it
as the O
feels
medals.
Okay, because so, but like, I don't know. It feels like, I mean, Omos was the only time I'm ever being that bad of a writer, unless I'm wrong. But like, I don't know. I feel like Sentai's always been a mess when it comes to trying to complete their
Yep.
whole lines.
I gotta
Like,
tell
don't
you
know
though, I
why.
was able to put together all the Sentai gears without too much hassle. Like after they were all out.
Hey, remember how bad O's was sound out?
Yeah, I remember.
It's so bad.
But yeah, I think this was this is a set that I think that yeah, Spin Dash, that's a good point. Someone should put together the MSRP of each normal ring. I think this was a chance they could have done like a really nice set. SHJ4 Jason mentioned Kemi cards. Oh my god, don't even.
Well, because they just never completed, right?
They
How
never.
hard would
The
they
only
get-
complete set in matching rarity is the Daybreak cards.
Well, here's the thing. How hard were they to get? Because that's, I think, more important.
Some of
Like,
them are
because
very hard to get because they were ultra rares and booster packs.
I mean, that's just card game
They're
That's
just card game
so-
cards. The problem was
yeah.
that there's a bunch of cards used in show 4 forms that did not even get the super rare cards that are the show accurate matching everything else cards.
Yeah, because that's the thing about like with Gotchard. It was because unlike other card series, they were sold like regular card game booster packs,
Yeah.
right? Not like those big giant booster card things.
But it wasn't like you had to
back
get
in the
them out.
day, Ryu.
You didn't have to get them out of a Gashapon. You didn't get them out of an arcade machine. You didn't get them out of a Gashapon capsule. There's none of that going on.
Which is surprising because I doesn't Bandai still have their card ass systems.
They still got their card ass systems, but they didn't use it for Gotchard.
Which I mean, that's thankful. That's really
Yeah.
goddamn thankful. They didn't do that, but still, it's really surprising.
I stopped
honestly.
buying
Well,
Kemi cards
guys,
because I
I
realized
think
they were
we-
never finishing the set.
Ryuki and Gotchard, I think, are the only two writers. Maybe
Blade.
Blade.
Blade
where
was
most
also
of the
a
cards were Gashapon and actual packs.
Don't you have to get the decade cards through
through
Gamba
Daiso.
Rising?
It was through
Yeah,
Daiso.
no,
Not
that-
Daiso.
Mostly
No,
through
Gamba
Daiso,
Gamba
but-
Ri-
Gamba Ride.
Yeah, because Daiso was Sentai.
Gamba
Yeah.
Ride. It was mostly through Gumbaride, I believe, and the Choco candies, but that was about
Yeah.
it.
And then, yeah, Ghost Sager was through Daiso. Most of the
Because
cards were
it's
in the
full-on
machine.
booster packs.
Didn't Ghost City never got a complete set? Right? Didn't
Nope,
Ghost
they
City
never
never got
finished
completed,
them.
right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
I mean, they
Hellfire,
never-
that's a good point. They did do a Memorial Gotchard Igniter, but no new card sets.
They'll never do it, but like that'll be a nice thing to do for like a memorial
For Ghost Sager.
Tensoder.
Yeah, Memorial
Yeah,
10 Soder, and then you can buy a card set that's every card, because they never made all the cards. It's crazy. Anyways, also, as Spin Dash points out, and we will continue to point out, this is the same price as the CSM Kamen Rider belt we're talking about in the same stream.
Do we have a cyber? Is that gonna be our cyberpunk like Bison dollar?
I think for Bandai Toys, this is our new Cyberpunk dollar, right? Like, this is the Sentai Ring dollar, so it's the SRD.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, our next Sentai thing is the Shogakukan modeling project Magi King Shadow version, because I guess do anything but make the train. This is based on the Televikun magazine giveaway alternate color of Magi King that looks like Wolkaiser. And it's 13,200 yen, and this is how you get the magic circle effects for your other kits.
I never knew this existed because as a kid, I
Yep.
was always wondering like like you could do the Wolzar as a chest, but you horribly matched to others. So I was wondering how come they never did this, but I
I
guess
only
it
knew
did.
this
But like, I
existed
guess
like a couple months ago when someone posted the
yeah,
magazine scan because it wasn't even in those Sentai
Oh,
reference books.
it has to
you
be
did.
rare
You
because
got okay. So back in the day, a lot of people either knew or didn't know about this. Like I said, because it was a television giveaway. Weirdly enough, a guy who used to have a really good forum, he was a Japanese guy, had almost every toy ever, was one of the few people to actually win it, or he got it on the second-hand market after
that
the
reminds me
show was
of
ending. And he
some
had
old
like a
Dragon
full
Ball
toy gallery
collectors.
of it.
That makes some old Dragon Ball collectors about like some super rare Dragon Ball figures and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Reminds me of that.
Yeah. Because I don't remember what the guy's blog used to be called, but it was like a very basic. It kind of looked like that one Digimon website where it's like all the season 1 through 4 toys. It kind of
Oh
looks like
yeah, the
that guy's
Digiblog.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
File Island, yeah.
yeah.
That kind of looks like File Island in basic bitch design, but it had like a gallery of every toy from Heisei Kuga, to, like I think double at the time, and for Sentai it had almost every toy, like almost Collection DX level photos of like everything from like Zhu Ranger or Jetman to now.
Mm.
And like I said, his site went under. He couldn't afford to run the site anymore, and he never backed up his archive anywhere.
There's
Like,
always
he
a
has it,
fortunate
but he
thing
never
about
just,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah, he never put it to any place else or never shared his content with anyone else. So his content is no longer technically online.
It's like it
and I
lost,
don't
so
have
it's like
the
lost
URL
me
to
almost.
It's kind of like lost media because people still know he's in the fandom, but I don't think he like actually talks or uses like those photos anymore. The guy who ran the site.
There's
But
a rare chance
that's
he
how
even still
I knew
has
of it
those.
because yeah, because that's how I knew about the the black and purple version was because this person had that, as well as had contacted winners of lucky draws to have images of some of the lucky draw like gold versions on photo. But, like if you were around the fandom before, I want to say O's or Forza, you would have been able to have seen it on this one site because a lot of people talked about it. I feel like Ranger Board knows about what I'm talking about, so Spin Dash probably knows the guy that I'm referring to because Spin Dash seems to know about these old lost archives, the lost sacred texts of The Last Jedi.
Speaking of lost things, we still don't have Travelion and Magi Legend, and we got a Memorial Edition Magi foam, but as a lot of people are pointing out, why not a Shoto superset alongside these? And also, there hasn't been a Shoto superset released since March.
Yeah, you're right. I would say I'm really cool they did this because it's not just kind of nice, like unknown media, but also damn, this is a cool repaint. I kind of wish they did more these kind of like villain repaints.
Yeah, I
For the
kind of
main
wish they did
mecha.
more of these like rare, like it would be nice to release previously rare giveaway toys as new toys. Like I don't know, maybe a certain SP license and a certain color scheme for a certain bird lady. Bandai.
Or cat in other regions.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, because I like these. I like this more than the black and gold ones. Because this one is supposed to represent like this is the Woolzard. I like it Woolzard, so this could be compatible with your Woolzard figure. And so that's really cool. I
That's
really like
cool.
it.
All right. Wheels Spin Dash asked you for clarifying questions, which you can deal with in the chat because we got to move on. Next up,
I'll talk to Spin Dash and DM later.
Sounds good.
I'm in the middle of gaming.
So, Memorial Edition is not slowing down. Last week we had the Magi phone. This week we got the G phone from Gal Ranger. And there's a video on it on YouTube that's got a horrible AI dubbing, which actually makes me laugh because it's like an AI English dub of the Gal Ranger theme song. And so instead of it doing like Hyakuju Sentai Gal Ranger, it says, 100 Beast Kings come from above, people Gar Ranger. So bad.
How happy? Because I know you love Gal Ranger.
I love
so
Gal
how
Ranger.
How happy were you to see this?
Incredibly happy. Very unhappy that it went up this week, though. I just bought the Magi phone.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I know because this is the one that I know people want the most because the BOA version only just had the lion head and such like that. I didn't remember right because it can't even fold out the wings, right? Those are like
you couldn't fold out the wings and you couldn't switch the heads, so it was pretty much just stuck in lion mode the whole time.
Yes, and the Japanese one was kind of rare. I remember like a lot of people wanted to get the Japanese one, but it was very hard to get.
And also, my original Wild Force one broke because I played with it as a kid, and those hinges did not survive.
Yeah, so this is a really good Memorial Edition.
Yep,
I
they've
would
added.
always say
It's got the phone and 5 heads. It's got motion sensor. LED count has been increased from 2 to 4. Character and attack sound effects and BGM included. They even have sounds from Hurricane versus Gal Ranger also added.
me-
And
mean,
the legs, the jointed legs are now die cast.
oh, that's good. So be my story. Also with the isn't that just pretty much all archive audio? Because that would just Sentai versus Power Ranger, just archive audio.
Yeah, basically.
was
Also,
there, was, was
I
there
did
ever...
get images here off the video. This is what the eagle form looks like of the phone. Least aerodynamic thing ever made. Here's
So,
what the
was there
shark looks
ever
like.
was there ever a
And here's the
reason
other
why
two.
Bandai decide we're gonna have this phone become a man for this gimmick?
No
I
idea.
love the Wild Force phone because it can do that, but I always question like why is this the gimmick? Why like the anima mode I understand, but the man mode that was always weird to me.
It's very bizarre, and it only pretty much exists in the show for just like it turns into a man, and
The-
then the man becomes the ranger, and then
right.
that's also why you only ever see Gal Red do that part of the transformation, none of the others, because
But they
the
want to mob
stripes.
other yeah. But hey, it makes it memorable because the Garo phone, even though it's definitely the most phone of all the phone changers, just having the transformation aspect does make it more memorable than have the
Yep.
other phone morphers and such like that.
Exactly. I definitely want to get this. Oh yeah, the heads are antennas on the original deluxe toy. I don't know if it's the same case here. You could pull out the head is attached to like a little antenna, so you pull it out and it can like have the little extendable antenna thing.
And I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I really do want this. But you know, a band already assaulted my wallet for the Henshin Kaigon and the Maji phone, like pretty much back to back.
I also love it 'cause I guess they couldn't get any of the actors back. They had a silhouette man, the
Yes.
guy, the stock photo man.
I will say, not getting actors back does suck, but the fact it's only 17,600 yen is like the upside to that.
It's cool to get the actors back. If it can save money, I kind of take that option to be honest.
Personally speaking, I would rather take lower price and you give me the music and the sound effects instead of voice lines.
Yeah, to me that's more important because I feel like the funness of a role play toy is to be a role play toy. So having the actors' voices always kind of like I never cared. Really.
And I don't care
I
when
think
there's like a commentator belt and there's 150 lines in Japanese I don't understand.
Yeah, the only time I feel like the voice lines are needed is like the CSA Digivices
Yeah.
because those are part of the transformations and such like that. So like not hearing hyper spirit evolution, it would feel wrong not to hear it when you activate the Kaiser Greymon evolution, for example.
Yeah, I agree with Psychos though. It would be nice to at least have the roll call. But yeah, otherwise
I imagine it has to be like I imagine the reason why it's not archive audio because there's some probably like
it's either all or nothing basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts on G Phone? It's cool.
It's cool. I'm really glad. I hope it does have the stupid phone sound effects.
It probably does because like all the memorials I've gotten, they have like deluxe toy sound and then show sound.
Because the G phone had the most just generic toy like beep boop, beep boop voices from it.
All right. Then, because Bandai was not done killing our Sentai fans this week, there's also the Memorial Edition Aura Changer, which went up for pre-order. Like, come on, Bandai, you can at least put them a week apart. My goodness.
Aura Changer? I thought this was the Magna Defender morpher.
It's both. So this is the Super Sentai Artisan mold, but now it's been upgraded with extra sound effects, including new sound effects. There is now a motion sensor added, which is that's Bandai's new thing, motion sensor. Why not? It's fun. It's got motion sensor and it's got like extra sounds if you're like, doing the like it's like a button. So if you're doing the proper like Die Ranger pose, it does extra sounds for doing your
you lift your arm up and you lift your arm up and go Magna Power.
Exactly. It's also got a BGM button and it does not have voice lines, which is funny because
the original one did. I know the original one did.
The original one did, and it had the roll call. Spinner says, to be fair, in Japan, a lot of these don't actually go up to the 10th. But they still go up on the same day, right? Like, that's my point.
Jesus Christ.
They go up on the same day. It's a lot. It's very expensive.
You should get this in this, like, retro sticker, the Magna Defender stuff.
I definitely won't because of the price of this. But I do want this because I have the Magna Defender Morpher, which has got the sticker on it. That's the Magna Defender one. But it would be nice to have, like, a separate Die Ranger one as well.
Because I'm assuming the key doesn't have any electronics, right? It's just
No,
the
it's the
plastic.
same.
So just the yeah, so you literally could just use the Mag Defender one. It wouldn't be specifically the Mag
And then this one would be more
one.
accurate because the Magna Defender Morpher, they extended that bottom part so it could use AAA batteries
AAA batteries.
instead of N-size batteries, which the Aura Changer uses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to get both of those. For me personally, I will prioritize the G phone. Just because my original G phone is busted.
Yeah, you still technically have a Aura Changer,
Yeah.
technically.
Exactly.
I would say, honestly, good Bandai or Saban, whoever, I think it was actually pretty smart to use this for the Mag Defender Morpher because it does really kind of fit with Ginga Man's aesthetic and Black Bull's aesthetic, really enough. It's the black and gold I think helps. I think it's the black and gold that really helps it kind of feel right. It didn't feel like if it could feel like it does belong with the rest of the morphers and such of that in Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, I definitely, and I think, and I mean, there's always been this rumor they were going to use the Die Ranger suits for some Lost Galaxy arc, which is not. It's just an internet rumor. It's never had like any backing to it.
Okay. Yeah, no. The only time I've ever heard that rumor.
It's just because they use the Aura Changer for it. That's where it started, basically.
Luendo's great. Luendo's great. Like internet, like mysteries.
Other rumor was with the Defiplo triplets, and someone else that worked on the show mentioned that there was going to be some kind of weird like Gold Ranger reappearance in Lost Galaxy or Gold Ranger miniseries thing.
I think also because I think it's also I won't be surprised because the production hell that was Last Galaxy. I won't be surprised that's where some of the rumors came from.
Yeah, I think because it was production hell, people were just like, we can just say anything.
Or it's a
yeah.
Lewis, I heard from a guy. And
exactly. Because the only things we know for sure is that Cassie was supposed to be the new Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger, but Patricia Dali found out she was going to get paid as a guest star, not a series regular, and said bye. And totally valid for doing so because she was being a series regular. She was not going to take guest star pay.
Yep.
Good for her. Anytime someone tells Saban they're being the people at Saban are being cheap, I applaud them because, yeah. All right, Kamen Rider time. So first of all, the worst Kamen Rider belt ever made, the Zane Driver, is getting re-released. The Memorial Magnum and Boost Raise Buckle set is getting re-released, and the Memorial Bujin Sword Buckle are being re-released, all in March.
Isn't the Zane Driver the one to destroy cars, or is that just only in universe?
Only in universe, because the toy itself does not even read any cards.
So it's just a hunk of plastic.
It's a hunk of plastic. All the sounds are not in the belt, but in the Progrise key. And so basically, if you go to put the card in, it does a.
It's an XA driver all over again. It's just really a hunk of plastic, man.
But the thing is, if say for example you wanted to like role play with like the Geats Mark 9 card, right? And you put the Geats Mark 9 card in, it does the fake shredding gimmick, which is kind of. It's also loud as hell. It makes this insane grinding sound.
Hey, realistic.
You have to press the button on the Zane Driver like whatever, how many times to get through. You have to cycle through to the Geats 9 sound. There are some sounds and voice lines in the driver. Okay, Spindash said that. But I think for the attack sounds, you have to keep pressing the button on the Zane key. And all the backs of the cards look the same anyway, so the cards are kind of pointless. It's a really dumb toy, and it's stupidly expensive for how little it actually does. So
It'd be hilarious if Bandai did put a shredder in it.
It would be actually would have made the toy notable. Instead, it's just
it'll be like the Maji brick. What was the Maji Shines Morpher again?
The grip phone, where it actually is a hole puncher. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can actually damage your toys.
Yep.
With it.
All right. Into the sort of new things, sort of not new things. They're doing a 25th anniversary edition of the CSM Arkle belt from Kuga, which is 44,000 yen, same price as the ring set. It's got new molding and paint details, some sound updates. There's various episode-specific transformations added. They've added the shin guards for Rising Mighty and Amazing Mighty. There's 2 new sound effect buttons that add new sound effects. And they've also included the opening and ending now and 5 other new songs. So it is an upgrade, but it's one of those like upgrades like the Double Driver 1.5 where it's like if you already have the previous one, like you don't need this one. It's not that different.
I love. They should put a note like, no, the shin guards may not fit your legs because
Yeah.
you might be fatter. Also, I always
Exactly.
find it funny.
I mean, you could have some really muscular shin, like muscular calves, and it really wouldn't work for you, like Cockman.
I don't know. It's always funny that one of the bonuses of the belt is a Nokia, practically a Nokia phone.
Yes, because it's Ichijo's phone. Yeah, because
Because I'm pretty sure that was a Nokia phone they use in the show. I won't be surprised.
oh yeah, it's like a real life phone. And it's funny too. It's like they've made several toys of that. Like there was one that I have the bike toy with the Go Ram, like the original one. It's so cool. Fragile as hell, but it's really cool. And the way it works is that there's electronics in the bike and there's electronics in the phone. And so you press a button on the phone to call the bike, and you'll hear like Ichijo's voice out of the bike, and you'll hear Godai's voice out of the phone. Like they're calling and talking to each other. It's so cool. Why are Kamen Rider toys not that cool anymore?
Surprised they never made a toy of the smartphone Digivice and from the beginning in
Me
Kizuna.
too. Especially now that they made the next Fies phone.
The Fies,
Yeah.
the Fies phones, yeah.
But a lot of people were pointing out the reason why they included the shin guards is because they made the other 3 weapons and they came with the rising attachments. So these are the only rising weapons missing.
Just shin guards, say
Yep.
it's funny.
Yeah, Veloquence is a good way of putting it. Sounds more like a side grade than an upgrade. Yeah, it's like it's not that much better, but it's just, if you didn't have the previous one, this is a good one to get. All right. What was next for Kamen Rider? I think there was another thing, right?
It was
yeah,
a
here we go.
Kuga related.
Yeah. So if you are in Japan and you order the Arkle 25th version, you'll get 1,000 yen off of the Grongi belt, which is going up for pre-order this winter.
All right, IRA Figuarts, the Figuarts tsunami.
Yeah, just give me a moment to load the links.
Let's do 5 at a time.
Yeah, I'm going to do 5 at a time because we know how the Tamashi website is. Actually, we're going to start with, let's see, how am I going to do this?
Actually, do 4 at a time. I think that'll be better.
I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Okay. If he knows what he's doing, he says, my notes app, my Google Doc just froze, so, Okay, Google Doc working now. Yeah, so I don't know what the hell got into Bandai's coffee this week, right? Like, that was already, like...
I think there was a festival going on, right? I think where half the news came from.
There's a premium Bandai festival happening this weekend where all these premium Bandai items that were announced are going up for pre-order, and you can get a shipping discount this weekend. If you're in Japan, you get free shipping on everything, and that's why I think they're putting up so much at once so you can take advantage of the free shipping.
I don't know what's more egotistical. Bandai Fest or Hasbro PulseCon? I don't know what's more egotistical.
I mean, at least Hasbro PulseCon has a free element to it. Premium Bandai Fest, you get no benefit besides you have to spend money.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, so we're having a festival based on our premium service. Oh no, something just throws me the wrong way.
Yep. By the way, trying to load Twitter is why everything is going slow now. Thanks, crap site. I'm just gonna sit here and wait because I need the Twitter to work, so we're just gonna wait. No, I think it's crazy. Also, I think there was a Figuarts show coming up, which some of these are exclusives for. It's like the annual thing. Can you guys hear me? Did everything freeze? Did Discord die again? Chat, can you hear me? If you can hear me, say the word potato in the chat. Because I have no idea what's working and what's not working right now. Oh, Discord dropped everybody. Okay. Cool. Everything. Yep. Thanks, Twitter, for being the bane of my existence for so many reasons. Let me get these 2 Twitter links loaded, and then I'll try to get the Discord back up. Thank you, AR, for doing the potato. Thank you, Psychos, for doing the potato. Thank you guys for listening to the directions. Potatoes. All right. It's all lagging like crazy. So cool. I'm gonna get these images off Twitter, as in like I'm just gonna open them in a new tab, so that way we can stop dealing with this issue. Because every website sucks these days, but Twitter sucks the best. Psycho says more Soundout CSM Memorial reviews in 2026. Yeah, I mean the only CSM you're getting out of me is Hibiki stuff because the only CSM I'm gonna buy. I'm not buying the Arkle. I'd like it, but I got other things I care more about at this point. So, okay. Now I'm going to try to reconnect Discord, which we know how that went like a couple weeks ago when Discord went out. It was gone. It was dead. Discord app is currently... I'm going to try to get myself out of the call and then get back into the call. Spiderus Prime said the ghost did it. Which ghost? Kamen Rider Ghost? Ghost Rider? The Spectre? The ghost of Twitter past? Yep. Okay, so Discord's just shitting itself, for lack of a better term. Alright, Emilio, I'll answer your question. Who would win in a fight between Ultraman Zero, Kamen Rider Double? Whoever's writing the crossover. Yeah, so, Casper the Friendly Ghost, is that the ghost we have? I can deal with a friendly ghost. The Flying Dutchman. Oh, I don't know, that's a lot. That's a lot of Flying Dutchmen. That's a lot of ghosts to deal with. It's nice that I have a chapter marker already preset for Figuarts, so that way, like, I can just pivot, and then that way the people that are watching this on replay, if you're still listening, good job. But, you know, people watching us on replay will just be able to jump to the Figuarts and not have to listen to all of this filling, because I don't want to talk about the first Figuart tease, because the first Figuart tease is for a series that me and Kaus like, and so I want him to be included. I don't want to do this alone, because, like, we're buddies about this one show. So, you know, it's got to be a thing. AR says it's Calamity getting to the stream. Where's Tegasword Summon to save us? I mean, sometimes I wonder if Tegasword can even do the job, man. Like, we need to get that cool power up. Oh, Discord just crashed. I think are we having another Discord outage? Can anyone check? Chat among chat. Is Discord having an outage, or is it just my computer? I'd like to know. Discord, stop trying to download an update. I just need you to open. Come on, man. Okay, Discord's fine for Ryan. All right, that's good. So it's just the Discord app being its usual self on Mac. So I'm going to try Discord browser real quick. Because if Discord's not down, I should be able to do Discord browser. So, open Discord. All right, opening Discord. Discord's working on browser for AR. That's good. That's a good sign. Because the Discord Mac app just, like, sucks. It just struggles to work. Okay, well, Discord browser's working, so I'm just going to keep the Mac app closed. I'll deal with that later. Can you hear me?
I think.
Can you hear me? There we go.
You're back.
All right, cool. Let's see. Does everybody show up on the stream? That's the next question.
Oh yeah, because of yeah.
You're showing up in OBS. Chat, if you can hear them, say tomato.
Yeah, can chat hear
Hello,
us?
chat.
Also, Sal, you might want to change the setting on the was it you're on the browser Discord? You might, because it's picking up a different mic.
Okay,
I think.
So I've been DMing Spin Dash, and when I'm describing the site to him, he's like, "Oh shit, I do remember this site." So me and him are like trying to figure out if anyone on Ranger Board now knows what we're talking about, to know who had this, because that person, like I said, had the photos of the black and purple Magic King originally. So like that, this is gonna be the hilarious if we find out who it is. Now the plot twist is, if it ends up being Kotetsu Toys or something, I'm gonna beat up Kotetsu Toys. I'll be like, bring back your site. Bring back your original site. Bring it back.
Yeah. So anyways, that mystery solved. Chat can hear you guys, because I saw a ton of tomatoes. Can you hear me?
That's what happened. You don't gave your e-pulse to your Digitama.
Can you guys hear me on the Discord, though? Because it doesn't seem to be working. They cannot hear me on the Discord side. How about now? Wait. Remember, for all microphones, allow. Wow, okay. Firefox crashed. Oh, wow. That's a new one. That's never happened before. Wow. Firefox crashed. Holy crap, guys. Bandai and their damn Figuarts. Look where it led us. Look where it led us. You can't even see me. You can't even see me. Where's my browser? Where's my chat box? Chat box is loading the wrong. Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one. Can you guys hear me? I know the chat can hear me. Can you guys hear me now?
Are you back, Santa? Are you back, Santa?
Yeah, guess what happened? Firefox crashed.
It's crashed, yeah.
Oh, now the Discord app's trying to open.
Bad. This is what happens. This is what happens. You don't give your What happens? You don't get your Digitom or your E-Pulse.
I know. I keep trying. I keep shaking my damn D3. Why is that not working? Is it too old tech?
That's not Digitom. It's not Digitama.
No. Discord's installing updates and opening the app now, but
I think Mac is the issue. Mac is the issue because I never have any problem with Discord on Windows ever.
It's a Mac problem. The world discriminates against Mac users. I'm going to switch back to the Discord app.
You're on an older Mac.
It is the Scott the Wolves meme with him in front of the Mac.
Yes. All right.
Xanath, come in.
I think I'm back. I got the Discord app open,
you're back.
which should help.
Yeah, you're back.
Am I back? Chat, how we doing? I know the audio levels are going to be super screwy because...
Question, Sound. Do you want me to screen share all the the Figuarts news?
No, because I don't trust the Discord app.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's literally what I was thinking.
It's a good idea, but like...
the app's gonna... Yeah.
If I had a way for you guys to co-stream in onto the stream, I would just do it that way. Yeah.
Oh man.
We're gonna get onto the show because we got 15 Figuarts to talk about.
You should. Do you want? Should we? Thank God you're gonna include. Remember to include chapter markers.
I mean, the nice part is if we had been in the middle of the Figuarts, I would have had to make a separate chapter marker. But because we finished the Bandai Toys and then this happened between Bandai Toys and Figuarts, this means I can just put it in as the Figuarts chapter marker when we actually start. So, yeah. You guys ready?
I'm not gonna lie. I know you said marker, but they said chapter Parker, and I was like, what?
I know you said Marcus. Kels. It's like
there's a guy named Parker who's going to be our chapter marker.
Parker.
There you go.
All right. Hey, guess what? It's the browser froze on the OBS.
Oh no, not again.
This is the funniest.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want me to screen share the Figuarts?
Yes, because the screen share ain't working, man. Like, all right,
ain't working.
I got it. Let's get rolling. We're gonna do this. Okay.
I see Kurama.
Figuarts. Kurama.
So next time we do these big Figuart announcement coverage, save all the pictures.
I know. I just didn't have time because a bunch of these came in last night. Kurama.
Yeah, screw you, Dragon Ball assholes.
Kurama.
Hey, the line's not dead.
Kurama.
It has been 9 months, a whole ass baby, since Toguro came out.
Hey, you're lucky. Hey, I just gotta say, you're lucky. Most other Shonen Jump lines don't have that much leverage.
I know. I thought the line was dead, guys. I was serious.
So me and Metal, when this thing broke out last week during Wednesday's stream, me and Metal both said, "Wait, Kurama," and me and Metal said, "Damn it, Fujoshi's, all the women over there."
Honestly, because I was surprised to see Kurama, because when I think like the next member of Yu Hakusho, I thought
Hiei or Kuwabara.
Kuwabara, yeah. So I was surprised to see Kurama, because I don't see much about him.
Spin Dash says, "My baby turns 9 months tomorrow. Happy birthday to your baby, and also the last Yu Yu Hakusho Figuart was your baby's lifetime ago."
That's a new math. That's a new math.
Man.
Guys, how to measure Figuarts releases? Spin Dash child.
we keep making new maps for Santa.
I love this. Screw real math. We're doing this. Whatever this is, we're gonna keep doing it.
Baby math, yes.
Very happy about this. Please just make the next two Kuwabara and Hiei, and then Botan.
Yeah, just give us the 4, at least.
Give us the 4, then give us Botan, then you can do whatever.
No, give us Suzuka, because I need to see.
After Botan.
After Botan, yes.
and before and after Genkai too. I'd rather
What's
see
the name?
Genkai.
What's the name of the baby again?
Enkai before Botan.
The
What's the name of the
Koenma?
baby?
Koenma.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
Koenma be like an accessory that comes with Botan or whatever?
No,
Maybe?
Koenma will be
Here's
an
what they should
accessory
do.
with the adult
Give us
form.
baby Koenma with big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make 2 in 1.
But you're right, I
Super
still want to
Koenma.
see Suzuka. I just
Yeah.
hope they make Genkai. Both old and young.
Yes.
Just separate heads, Jerry. They're just separate heads.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as we get the
But-
main 4, the rest are golden. You know, like the rest.
You
is
know,
green.
they're not gonna do that. They're gonna make you pay extra for a whole figure.
Yes.
Instead of just switching the heads.
Awesome. All right. The other teaser we got was Hyper Zeton from Ultraman Saga. Heck
Wheels,
yeah.
you would know
I tried to-
Ultraman.
I think this took long because Hypersense is a very
Nah, what?
popular kaiju.
Yeah.
Essentially that.
He also looks like a statue, but
Okay, so this is the thing.
He does.
This is the thing. They don't really like making a lot of the modern day kaiju. Like
Yeah, I do notice
they
that.
do on occasion, like because we did get a King Joe storage. We did
We
get
got-
Savenger storage. We did.
Well,
get
those are main
that was also
allies.
just
I
because
think-
Zet was
Mofo.
popular.
And those are allies.
Yeah.
I think like the only other modern kaiju I think we got it like was it Graviton? the Mecha Dragon
Garon.
from Orb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of the
Garon,
villain
and then we
kaiju,
got
yeah,
the,
Graviton's like the most recent.
Galactron. Galactron's the only.
Galactron, yeah.
Is the only modern.
Graviton's a
kaiju
Marvel villain.
That's
Oh
Yeah.
god, I want. Oh god, someone
so
mentioned the
having
replies
Hyper-
on
like,
Twitter.
Having Hyper Zeton is interesting, because I think like Hyper Zeton's shown up in Saga. maybe
Hyper
4
Zet,
or
that's so
5
funny because he
times.
was like the big bad of Saga, and he became a mook afterwards.
It's mostly because from what I recall reading, this is the best made Zeton suit because it's not heavy or restrictive.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
the original Zeton is like you're kind of walking like
He
you're
looks like
Pillsbury
he's using
Doughboy.
styrofoam arms. Give it a break.
Yeah, the Zeton EX form was so damn heavy, like they made it almost
Yes,
like too much out of like that polystyrene, whatever it was.
You know
like,
what? You
Megalon
did
was,
mention.
where
You
the
had
suit was
mentioned.
too-
It's been a while since
hard.
we've seen Zeton in the series. I just realized that now you mentioned it. Yeah,
That's been
it's
a
been a
hot minute.
while.
Anyways,
But-
we're gonna move on.
Someone mentioned in the comments. Agrees. Give me Grease. I love that freak from X. Like,
Yes.
what that nightmare freak? I love him.
I'm gonna open these links one at a time, and you guys are gonna see my notes.
Yeah, no,
because I
yeah, no,
don't
Hyper
want to deal
Zeton
with it.
being shown
Yeah.
is kind of wild because no one's that wasn't on anyone's bingo card to
Yeah.
like, hey, look, Saga's here.
Which we'll talk about in a minute because we're talking about SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Dangerous Pride, which is actually pretty cool because he comes with Goldie toes and non-Goldie toes, so he's a 2-in-1.
I didn't realize his boots changed during the Cell Saga.
I realized that because I'm that kind of nerd.
So, so this is a remold of the Daima Vegeta, which is good because the Daima Vegeta, adult Daima
Yeah.
Vegeta, is a fantastic figure. They just gave him the the Cell Saga muscles, which is nice. Though he still has no ass. That's the only problem with his
Yeah,
mullet.
why has he always got such a flat ass? What do they got against Vegeta's? Like, come on,
He's
man.
a flat ass bitch.
Also, I love the picture of recreating the Super Android 13 poster.
Is this a
of
teaser
all
for
three-
Super Android 13 coming?
That's a movie villain.
It's
They
also a
they
teaser
don't
for
do movie
Trunks.
villains.
Yeah, they do. They
That's
make
just-
Cooler.
Yeah, but that's
They
a,
made Broly.
They made Broly.
those are the two exceptions.
They made Super Android 17.
Yeah, but that's a GT. That was for the
GT's in
right?
the same bag as the movie canon. So
But it's just really cool to see all three of the Cell Saga Super Saiyans together like that.
That Trunks isn't a new Trunks. That's not the old Trunks.
No,
He has a
it's
different
the
head.
3.0 Trunks they released.
yeah, the one that came out like last year.
Yeah.
Okay, because that one had a clear. That one originally was shown to have a clear hair. That one seems to have a solid hair.
That's the
No,
one
you
that
don't. One
released.
came
That was the
in-
retail
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that was the retail one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up to go with Vegeta, because you can't just give him a spotlight on his own. We have another Goku, and this is Kind-Hearted Saiyan, which is our...
Yeah, this is the 3.0. This is finally a
Yeah.
Z era 3.0 Goku because it's using the new Super Saiyan Goku body, but now in the normal state colors, and he looks so damn good. Like he's that Cell's NoCell Buu Saga
Okay.
style.
Yeah, that was my
Goku.
question.
Mhm.
Big big titties, big titty. I saw so many people go like, "Damn, Goku, you're showing them off."
Yeah.
This figure got
Cover them up,
you look-
slut.
yeah, but he looks
Yeah.
great. He looks great. The only thing I wish he came with was a pure happy face because he only has the confident smile face, which is so good and such. But like it's good to get. I saw many people excited to see.
Looks
this figure.
great.
Also, the Vegeta and Goku are the budget release figures, so they're $35.
That's not
Things
bad.
are actually worth the value.
I guess. Yeah.
Yep,
I'd rather buy that than the.
Unlike the
Digimon.
next couple figures,
We'll
which
talk
hurts my
about
soul.
Marco in a minute, but yeah. Next up, Ranma 1/2 joins the Figuarts lineup.
Yay.
So
I was super happy, but the price. So yeah, these are based off the new remake.
real quick,
anime
for whatever reason, the tab says SH Figuarts Ryo Kuman.
Okay, I don't know why.
Don't know.
Digimon
Yeah,
sounds
so
to me.
these
Real
are based
version.
off the new Netflix remake anime done by Mappa, and because these got announced at the same time as season 2 is now airing on Netflix. I was
Oh,
super
is
happy to. Yeah, I was really hoping to make these because I know Bandai made figure arts for the original Rama series. I was really hoping they make some for the remake series. I'm super happy they did. But
By the
these
way,
prices
I did label them Ranma 1 and Ranma 2 just to be
too. Yeah.
Ranma 1.
Yeah.
Also, okay, see, Bandai's auto translate thing is crazy because the tab says SH Figuarts Ranma. The auto translation says SH Figuarts Transum,
Handsome, yeah. See that?
which
Who's that?
is technically not wrong.
Yeah. They're not wrong, but still, they both look. Both Ramos look great, and the Dirt figure looks great. But my biggest issue with all three is with the hey, it's not like the accessories that they come with are
Goku
bad.
comes with
They
more
all
stuff.
yeah, they come with all what they need. I like Fima Rama has the hot teapot. Mea Rama comes with the cold bucket because that's the theme of the series.
Later, that
And so-
Transum sounds like a slur. It kind of does. It's like a transform, but trans. I don't know. That it does sound like it. Oh my god, Bandai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
And then the Dirt figure, because they all cost the same price, which is surprising. But the Dirt figure is
shampoo.
shampoo.
Let's see if this actually translates correctly. Let's find out. Okay. So it says shampoo. All right, good on shampoo, and the tab says shampoo. So she's the winner.
Yep. Yeah, she looks great. You know, posability looks good, and she comes with the accessories I expect her to come with. My biggest problem with all three.
9,900 yen.
All three of them. Well, I mean, first off, surprisingly, all three of them the same price. There's usually one that's like more expensive, so
Yeah.
I guess that's nice. But they're all like, $99 on like Big Bad, which is like, why? I don't get it. They come with less accessories than the Goku and Vegeta. Why they're so expensive? I don't get it. It's so frustrating. Frustrating because I want all three of them because I really love the manga and anime, both animes. But like, I only just pre-order Fima Rama and have to wait eventually get the other two because I do want to get them. But Jesus Christ, these are out. The figure art prices is getting out of hand.
Yep.
Like really bad.
Let's talk about more.
Bird Boy.
No, not yet. We have
Armored
Armored All Might, who's 12,100 yen.
This one, like,
That armor made out of gold, like.
So here's the first off, he looks fantastic.
He does look great.
Gorgeous.
I've never seen this before, but it looks really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so the best way to describe Armor All Might because
All Might became Iron Man Batman. I got it.
No, you're not wrong, really, because he was he lost his powers during the middle of the series, and this is from the Final War arc where he decides to make armor that has like mechanical replicate powers of Class 1A, which is super cool. And I can understand why he's so expensive because he won P Bandai item in Japan. I think he's retail here in the West.
Yep.
Also, he is a big figure. There's a video they released on Bandai Tamashi's YouTube channel of showcasing next to Deku, and he's giant. Like
so there's reasons for his price, right?
Yeah. I was expecting him to be 100. No matter, like, even since they teased it, I expect him to be expensive. Plus, he has the plastic cape, which this one in the case I don't mind being plastic because it's supposed to be like shrapnel, like it's metal, so that makes sense to be plastic and such like that. So this one, like, he's like I think he was like 120 on Big Bad last I saw him to be. Let me double check. 120, which to be honest, is not horrible. Like,
If
he's
he
a
is like a
P-Band,
larger size figure and he's got all that sculpted detail, yeah, I can see it.
he's about 6.29 inches tall, which is around 7
It's
inches.
only
So
like $20 more than a Ranma figure.
yeah, and plus he's a P Bandai, so you kind of expect him to be.
Yeah.
He's a P Bandai item in Japan, so you just kind of expect him to be a more expensive one. So he's. I don't think while not great, I can at least understand for this one.
Do I get to
Scenario.
bitch about my bird boy now?
Yes.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Oh.
so here's the thing about Marco, because he looks like he comes with a lot.
okay.
So
Let me start. Let me do the bit about Marco here. I want to dive into this, right? Okay, I want to talk to you guys
It's
about.
Polo.
I want to talk to you guys about who Marco is. Okay, Marco was in Whitebeard's crew. He's like second in command. He's got a very iconic moment in Marineford. The Straw Hats meet him again later, and Luffy's like, I don't remember who Marco is, which also includes the audience. And then Robin says it's the guy that has a pineapple-shaped head. And then Luffy's like, oh, now I remember him. And that's how I remember Marco. He is not a significant enough character to be charging $220 for.
that's the thing
Also,
about
he's a
this.
normal-sized dude as well.
Well, yeah, and I feel like a lot of
But that's
I
the
think
reason, is the wings and the feet.
the wing, and the wings are bendy wire. I think they confirmed they are bendy wire, and it's like beautifully. It's one of those like figures I've seen people very conflicted about, because they could because I could kind of see why it's so expensive, because those wings, the paint apps and such like that. He has the extra articulation for like Ace because it's the same designer and such like that. So like I can definitely I seen people say he definitely feels more valuable than say Blackbeard or Blackbeard.
But he's
for
also
example.
only 2,000 yen cheaper than Blackbeard.
Yeah, so like it's the and because those wings I imagine gotta be huge. I think he comes with a stand. I don't remember they confirmed.
I don't think he does. At least
Let me
I don't even know if
double
they have.
check.
They have not been putting the details in.
Oh no, it's in the.
Oh yeah, he does.
So
He does come with original. It says original display stand set.
bonus parts, changeable parts for for
3
both
left
Luffy and
hands,
Luffy.
5 right hands, 4 expression parts, complete set of hair for Fex reproduction, complete set of exchangeable parts for human beast hybrid form, and then he's got an expression and an alternate wrist part for Luffy, which is that single finger thing. Because that's actually my favorite part. Is it's Luffy trying to remember what Marco looks like, which I think is like really funny.
So like this is the case where like Armor All Might, I can understand where. Oh, hey, I think you should be the same price as Armor All Might, maybe, or maybe just a little bit more.
Yeah,
because,
I don't.
Again,
the thing that's throwing me off is the fact that like I thought Kizaru at 165 was not amazing, but like at least justified because Kizaru is really tall and he comes with a ton of accessories and everything. Whereas where I look at this, I'm just like, I get him being more. I don't, wouldn't expect him to be like normal Figuarts price, but I'm like,
I definitely think like 100. Yeah, he's definitely in the $100 range. 200 is like, where's that coming from? It's the
if he was 150,
range.
I wouldn't be complaining at all. How is he over 200?
Yeah. It's a two.
Yeah.
Well, because I think he's a P Bandai. Yeah, he's a P Bandai item, so I think there's P Bandai.
Yeah,
tax.
he's on P Bandai US. Even he's not a retailer over here.
Yeah, he has a P Bandai. He has P Bandai tax. So
but even then, it's like my thought process. I'm thinking as a comparison is Kizaru, right? Like Kizaru is a P Bandai, but Kizaru is a more significant character, honestly.
I think it's less. I think this is definitely the case of plastic versus character scenario for this scenario.
This is the thing too. Is he's okay? They have Blackbeard on P Bandai US for $230.
Yeah, again, I know I'm super unfamiliar with this character, so I'm just judging by what comes with the figure here. And
and it's just I don't get why he's that much.
I see the money, but I don't. But I think the money they're charging is too much. Like again, I understand being definitely 150, maybe 160, 200. Is like, where's that coming from? Is this like a Demon Slayer thing where it's the paint scenario?
I don't even think it's the paint because Kizaru has a ton of paint too for his like damn zoot suit.
I think maybe it's the wings because not just how big. Cause I can't think of any other Figuarts with like bendable, posable, big wings like this.
And that's maybe a thing that like maybe they did not need to make them bendable, posable. You know what I mean? Like it's nice they did, but
I know some people really complain they weren't. I know some figure.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's
fans.
definitely. It's like if you didn't make them posable, people would complain they weren't posable. But
One Piece fan. I know a bunch of One Piece figure fans despise the plastic capes already.
yeah, I mean, I thought the
So-
reason I didn't buy Kizaru is I was like, well, for $165, that should be a cloth cape.
So like,
Yeah.
so like, at least here, like, if they were plastic, then yeah, what the hell? But at least they are bendable, so that's
Yeah.
at least nice. At least that's nice.
It's just
So
that's
yeah,
a
so-
lot of money for a guy who is not.
I
you know,
think, I think, I think
yeah.
for as an outsider, I think as an outsider, this is my go. Okay, so we have him. He costs us much. We still don't have Nico Robin, for example.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly. Like, and that, even as an insider, I'm sitting at the same thing. I'm like, how do we not have Nico Robin? How do we, if we can put out a big expensive figure of a single character, why is it not Jinbei?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, because I see the wings stuff like that. And I'm like, I wish they could do Robins. Like I seen some from
Yeah,
what I seen.
Robin's
Robin
wings.
does the great. Robin's like arm limb wings.
Yeah.
I think I seen her do. Like I think they could still do that. Then if they could do wings like this.
Yeah,
or
no,
like that.
definitely. I'm frustrated because like when I saw the announcement, I was thinking like, you know what, I would drop like 150 or 160 on Marco. I was thinking he'd be Kizaru priced, right? And then I saw the price and I was just like, well, I'm not buying Marco.
Yeah, this is the case because cause I know he was a fan. He's from the designer did Ace, because that was remember that was a designer contest, right?
Yes, it was like
So this
people
is
within Bandai designing things, and it was like this was the winner in the Figuarts design department of like, look at what we can do.
Yeah, so this is definitely a case of the designer just probably like Marco and want to
Yeah.
make a figure of him scenario than like Bandai picking Marco over Robin.
Yeah, I
Scenario,
definitely don't
it's-
think it's like them picking it over like anybody else, but
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess I think because as a figure at the end of the day, I think he's probably gonna be good because again the Ace figure turned out so great.
Yeah.
And it's from the same designer, so I think it's gonna be overall a good figure. But like definitely, I think Bandai because Bandai is the one who makes the prices at the end of the
oh,
day.
totally.
Is just kind of like what the hell scenario for him.
All right, well, let's move on to another one because
Oh God, 300.
the Side Basher has been teased at Figuart shows for, I don't know, 15 years, and they've never actually pulled the trigger on making it. So naturally, Bandai waited until it was most expensively possible to do it.
Kaiser sold
oh.
well. Kaiser broke our website. Time to release the Side Basher.
Yeah, Kaiser broke the site, 3 shipments in Japan. And his bike and his sidecar, which combine into his crazy mech form. It is big, it's huge. I hope the quality's good because it's $330.
So I like this as you're just let's clean it. We
Yeah,
can make
I like
it
how they're like,
sexy
oh, we
clean.
actually have human forms for the characters this time, so...
Let's have them sexy clean it.
I like that it comes with the motorcycle helmets for both. I like that it comes with the extra hands and stuff, and I like that it comes with the cleaning stuff from that one episode that I never saw. The funny part is that those are not the TV show versions of the characters. Those are the 20th anniversary versions. So unless this is a scene in the 20th anniversary... I haven't watched any of this stuff. I have no idea. Someone tell me, was this a scene in the 20th anniversary movie?
Yeah, because at this point, like, yeah, I had articulation, but I think at this point I'll just buy the old
R&M?
Shokak RM figure
Yeah.
because it has less possibility. I think it was they should scale the same, right? Because weren't the RM figures scale with Shokaku engines?
Psycho
Shokaku
says no about the washing scene. It's in the
Okay,
show.
'cause,
Those are the
'cause
TV
it-
versions? I don't. They look. Those
Head-
guys never age, so I had no idea.
Like, a fun fact for people who don't know, but Figuarts is a sequel line to Shokaku
Yes.
engines, right?
That was the SH
So,
and SH Figuarts.
Yeah, so like I think they should scale the same. They probably got a little bigger over the decades, but like still, I think it should be.
I mean, the
compatible with
Ryuki,
all.
the Figuarts Ryuki monsters were retools of the Shochak Henshin monsters, which were reuses of the R&M monsters.
Of the R. Man, that's a rabbit hole right there.
Yep.
I love toy rabbit holes of this is a remold of a remold of a remold of a remold of different lines.
Yeah.
Actually, reminds me of something like Playmates would pull or something like that.
Everyone's asking Fies questions. I'm not the Fies guy. I can't get through the show.
No Fies guy here, so haha.
Moving on. A Figuart I think that's reasonably priced. Ultraman Saga.
I'm super happy. I love Saga. He's the good old super overpowered goat, and he looks super nice.
And he actually comes with effect parts.
He like this because Hadouken. That part.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of the budget definitely goes for the sculpting and paint because he has that nice like purple like pants.
Yeah, that's why where I see where
in there.
he's 100, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't
The
really
photo-
question that one.
There's a photo in the photo guide that looks like a rise pose, even though he never had a rise
Oh
pose.
God,
in
Dark
canon.
God
Yeah.
also just remembered that weird quest to me in Spin Dash went on. He's just like, oh, I know the site you're talking about.
Oh boy, we're all old. Yeah, that is kind of like a rise pose where he's doing like that fist thing.
Yeah, he never did that in the movies. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool, like what if scenario. But like Saga, like I always love Saga. He's such like he's such a weird like cosmic Spider-Man entity. But we only saw like I think what twice at the very least. I think Saga and then I think he appeared. I think he was in the Ultra Galaxy fight.
Yeah, he
I
showed up in a
think.
fight. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I have a soft spot for Saga so much because I think because Saga was the first piece of Ultraman media I saw like that's not like Tiga
Oh,
for
cool.
kids. Yeah, it was like the thing I saw on YouTube once ago. Like that looks cool. And I went down the Ultraman rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And so
It's funny. I love Saga's design, but I just don't like the colors. Is that?
yeah, no, I don't blame you. I
weird?
think
I've
because
always liked his design, but the colors look so weird.
I think the
Mhm.
colors are weird because I don't know where the purple comes from because none of the three ultras have purple.
So my theory where the purple comes from is because Zero is red and blue.
Oh
cause
yeah,
the
and then it's the
purple.
fuse. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
But also remember when they made that weird galaxy armor for what was it, Arc?
Arc, yeah.
It was also purple. For some reason, purple and blue seems to be like the color of space. Because remember, 4 is a meteor. And
Yeah, no, yeah, because that's
and cosmic.
purple and blue. Purple and blue are
cosmic
usually
and
the kind of space E colors. Colors.
Like, I guess like
usually.
that's the spacey colors they're going for.
Yeah.
Psycho says, why is Dinah a Seiho? Because Bandai picks Seihos at random.
Yeah. All right. So next, it's you like gummies?
Oh yeah, this is a funny one. So now we're getting into the Tamashii event exclusives, which for the first time are just offered over to the US P Bandai at the same time Japanese P Bandai is getting it, which I think is nice instead of us having to like have a delay.
Yay, they're learning.
They're learning. Gav Amazing Gummy is a funny figure because I think this is a perfect event exclusive for the fact that it appeared in one episode.
Oh, is this the Agito Shining form? Shining form of Gav?
No, because Shining actually had more than one appearance. It's
No,
like
wait, what was the form? What was the form of Agito before his final form? Was that Shining or was that Shining Burning?
Burning. But Burning also appeared.
Burning, yeah.
It's.
Okay, I got Burning.
Let's go with the more equivalent, which would be realizing Hopper for 01.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think of Agito.
Build Rabbit Dragon. Yeah, that's another good comparison. Agito for a while was the one where it was like, why is this form so underused? But now it's like overtaken by all the recent stuff where there's like, we used it once. We used it for half a scene.
It looks like a Cheeto color.
Yeah.
Gav. I don't know.
It was a cool power up. It actually had story significance, and it wasn't like a 11th hour final episode form. It was like a couple episodes from the end, so it felt like it actually had a reason to exist.
Oh, so it's like the final. It's the better version of the final form versus like it's just the base form but slightly stronger.
Exactly. Like this one actually was like it was a rage form. For like
it wasn't. Oh yeah, I remember when people were talking. Wasn't this actually just made by? Was it just made by the show staff?
Yes, it was. It was made by the show staff, which is why it didn't have a toy initially, and then they made a toy after. And it was made by the show staff because they needed a rage form for that one scene. And it's all made up of existing parts. That's why the figure already exists.
Right, that's actually cool. That's actually kind of cool.
I like it. It just shows how Gav takes like the normal tropes we've seen with Reiwa Rider, but like kind of puts it on its, flips it on its head and actually does something with it. All right, Super Saiyan Son Goku, Fighter of Rage, aka the version of Super Saiyan Goku that a lot of people have wanted for like forever. Blue shirt.
So many people were. Yeah, because so many people were.
Don't forget, it's not people. It's literally me.
It's Wheels.
Literally, I'm that guy.
Yeah, because I know.
Wheels is people.
There's so many people who made third-party T-shirts for the Super Saiyan Legendary Awakening one, just to have this look. So it's nice to have them to make this. Also,
and here's the thing: the Super Saiyan Awakening version has a different hair. It has more of the
because it's supposed to be you got buff up because because Goku did like a temporary power up during when Frieza got buff during the final battle.
Yeah, it's to indicate that where Goku unintentionally created Ascended Super Saiyan before they created Ascended
Yeah,
Super Saiyan.
I love the photo of him just holding Frieza before he could bitch slap him.
Yes.
Also,
just glad
I
that they're
also like
making
his
this 'cause,
hair.
like,
His
you
hair is
can-
also the fluffy hair still, which I like for this figure. You know what's nice is you can get this figure, buy that Dragon Star 2-pack of Ultra Instinct Sign and Jiren, pop the head off, put that head on. There you go. You got you got Ultra Instinct Sign for cheap than
Yeah.
paying the stupid
Yep, exactly.
aftermarket prices of the Comic-Con one.
Also, big tits, big biceps,
Exactly.
big shoulders. Goku gets 3 extra faces that are included with this one.
Apparently, and also the Super Saiyan. It's
No,
kind of weird
no.
compatibility.
Actually, he doesn't get extra faces. He
Oh, they're
doesn't.
just
yeah,
you can
we-
use
yeah.
them.
Double
Oh,
check
okay.
that one.
I actually
It's
did
that,
not.
It's that they made it that.
I
Okay,
did
here's
not
the thing,
read.
Most Goku. Yeah,
So-
most,
You can
most-
No,
use it.
trust
okay,
me, I didn't
most-
read either.
Go ahead, Wheels.
most
Yeah.
Goku heads. Most Goku heads are all compatible for the most part. Like most Super Saiyan heads, like any of the 2.0s are compatible with 2.0s. 1.0s are compatible with the first versions. They made these ones deliberately compatible, which
Cool.
I thought like it was different heads or
Yeah,
alternate
it's weird because
versions of those
you
heads.
can put the
But yeah, no, it's just
legendary.
that they
I'm
made
so
yeah,
all of them.
traumatized by figure DLC. I just assumed that was what was going on.
It's weird because you can
No,
put
that's
you
what me
can
and
put the
Jerry thought it was
legendary.
too.
You
Yeah.
can put the legendary Super Saiyan Goku faces on the Rage Goku, but not vice versa. It's like it's forward compatibility, but not backwards compatibility for this figure. It's weird.
How strange.
But it's a really cool, and plus he's using the 3.0 articulation scheme, so it fits with all the current modern Gokus releasing right now, and such. That's really cool. And
All I know
it's
is that the best part about this is that when you put all the heads together, and if you switch them around and play with them, you can switch the heads to the other bodies,
yeah.
not just the faces.
also
You can
not that
literally recreate
expensive,
the entire fight
also.
with Cooler.
Oh, yeah,
He's
the
not
cooler
that
one.
expensive. He's also not that expensive,
Yeah,
thankfully.
$65 ain't bad, especially for like
That
a
used,
P
that
Bandai
used to
release.
be that used to be the normal figure
Like a
price.
year ago.
That was the normal. Well, that was like the normal price like 2 years ago.
Like 2 years ago,
I
yeah.
know, but like, man, I miss the days where figures was semi-affordable.
Hey, guess what? I get to bitch about One Piece again. No,
Dude,
I
it's
actually
not-
don't have that much to complain about here. But we're getting the Zoro King of Hell edition, which is his Raiden Onigashima look, but this time he's tits out and aura farming, as in
I'm about to say,
literally.
I do give credit. I do give credit. They really did make his pecs big, and
They did.
how much he did make. What's nice, I heard. Apparently, they did thankfully fix his legs.
Good.
It's
'Cause
no
the first one was terrible.
Yeah, no, like it was literally. It's not just the skirt. The legs were designed horribly, like the hip joints and everything.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, they did fix the legs. For his version, which thank God. Also, it's funny because in Bandai America just released this figure. It's a
I
Target
just
exclusive.
got the Anime Heroes one. It's in my hand. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it this weekend. I have a short about it coming tomorrow.
I was curious. So you could go off with the figure just a sec, but like, I thought the hockey arms was a Luffy thing. So like Zoro can do it.
Zoro
also?
can do it too. So let me go through this step by step. So yeah, he's got hockey armament arms, which the thing is that Zoro was learning to do armament hockey for a while, but kind of couldn't pull it off when he was training with Mihawk. And then he does some training in Wano, and then he's able to do it. And that's why the blades are all black.
Okay, so hockey is not just a Luffy. Okay, I thought hockey.
It's not just a Luffy thing. Hockey's more akin to chakra from Naruto.
Okay, because I thought because as someone never seen One Piece, I thought the
Yeah.
hockey aren't supposed to be like black rubber. That's what it's represented. So it's not.
Right,
Oh, so it's
so-
more of a power. Okay.
There are multiple types of hockey. There is observation hockey, conqueror's hockey, and armament hockey. So armament hockey, which is what we're going to talk about in this case, I don't need to go through all of them. Observation hockey is essentially detective mode from Batman Arkham. Just see things. I think they've actually, I don't know if they've confirmed Usopp has it, but he should.
I want to see that.
Blader
I
just
wanna
said
see
armament
that.
hockey. Is he Casey Jones? Walked right into that one.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I heard the name hockey and I see the Luffy, I thought his armor made of like the material of hockey pucks. for
Right.
example.
So anyways,
So,
Conqueror's hockey
Started
is
blasting.
Conqueror's hockey is like what Luffy and Shanks have, which is the ability to provide such an insane force that it can knock opponents down. Like there's this famous scene where Luffy takes out a whole crowd just by looking at them. I call that the Emma Frost power. Then armament hockey is being able to channel the hockey energy into putting Peacemaker say, yeah, Conqueror's Hockey is basically a vibe check as an attack. Exactly. Armament Hockey, though, strengthens objects, both organic and non-organic. So, for example, Luffy will strengthen up his arms, and then he'll punch things, and now they're going to hit harder, right? Because he's now hardened his arms.
The Marcus method.
The Marcus method, but it's more like Colossus, basically, right? It's a covering
Yeah.
over. So with Zoro, the way he does it is he channels it, through his arms so he can get it into his swords. Because his whole thing when he was training with Mihawk was that Mihawk was like, I broke your swords before. You're training with me until I don't break your swords anymore, because he was forcing Zoro to learn armament hockey. But he finally got a handle on it during the Wano arc, which is where he's at now. So that's why the blades are black instead of, what is it? One should be purple, and two are silver. So they're all black because it's the armament hockey. And then he's got the forearms. And he's got normal forearms, which are just have the normal skin color. But the blades there's also alternate blades, because you can see the silver blade on the third sword, and then also on his other two swords. And then he's got the aura farming effects, which are cool. But it's funny because the aura farming was the thing at it for the anime, not the manga. So that's not swaying me into buying the figure, because I'm not used to him having that much effect going on. But they've done a lot of great job with the articulation. And he looks cool.
I like the black spot, like the red and green lightning. Oh, well, like red and black lightning with the green fire. That's really cool.
Yeah. So he does come with 2 sets of swords. He does come with a set of effect parts, which I think come off those swords. I would imagine they would.
Yeah, they would. It looks like they remind me of Deku's One for All effects, which you can just pop on and off.
Yeah, he's got an open face. He's got a effect part on the eyes. He's also got a closed eye face and a mouth without the sword holding, so that way you can do like the one sword slash pose. Which, looking at the legs, I don't know if they use the same. I think they redesigned the legs, like you said. I think they actually use the pre-time skip legs.
They're probably just using the pre-time.
Those are like the pre-time skip legs under there. This looks fantastic. I honestly think they did a great job with it. And you think I'd buy it, which I kind of would, but it was $95, and I'm really happy with my anime heroes. But I think he's actually worth the price, because on the outside, I saw people like, oh, he doesn't come with enough to justify $95. I'm like, no, he comes with 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of swords, multiple faces, and effect parts. Like, that's a fully rounded out figure, honestly.
Let's not forget, we're talking about plastic. Half the plastic goes into the tits.
Yes,
Zoro.
Exactly. I will say his arms look a little skinny, but that's a Toei thing.
I expected to be able to rip like his
Like,
chest.
have you seen his anime heroes figure? Like, his back muscles are insane, and his arms are gigantic, like they should be. This is Wano Zoro. He's been working out a long time. Because I'm looking at it, I think they reused his arms from the pre-time skip.
They look.
Or did
he
they?
doesn't have the. No, because he has a sleeve. Where his sleeve is molded into the bicep.
He's reusing Ace's arms.
Really?
Yeah, it's a new torso for sure, because he's got the scar and the bigger tits. But those are Ace's arms. I'm looking at Ace right now. Like, yep, those are Ace's arms.
I mean, smart reuse, I guess.
Yeah. Also, he comes with a face for Gear 5 Luffy, but I don't see a picture of it.
Yeah, there's no picture of it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, actually, to kind of wrap up, I think this is actually a figure that's worth its value, just like the Goku. So, props. Also, I guess the $88 price on Gav is not too bad either, considering all that paint. So
it was reminds that there's Bandai Taxos with all of them, probably.
Yeah, and they're also event exclusives. So cool. I'm glad they brought them all over though. Like, it's really nice. It's weird though that they don't ship till like August next year, but but they are there, and we did it, guys. That's all the news.
The Goku's really. The Goku's really tempting.
The Goku's real tempting. I think I'd get the Zoro if it wasn't just like a packed fall of stuff. Like, I got to buy an omnibus this week. Like, I don't have money.
Yeah, damn. You have a representation. You kind of have a representation already with the anime hero.
And I do like the build on the anime heroes just a little bit more as well. And it's not like it's a character I don't have several of. I have 3 anime heroes Zoros. I've got 1 Figuart. I've got a couple statues. Like,
and how many Robins?
I have 0 articulated action figures of Robin. But I have this acrylic standee of her that I bought at Miniso in a blind box, so I just happened to pull well. So we got that. I've got three Funko Pops of her, a keychain where she's kind of like this squished emoji, 2 Band Presto statues, and there's another acrylic keychain where she's like a little like floating in a bottle, and that's about it for right now. But working on more.
When you open that blind box, that Ryan was like the holy text scenario
Yes.
or something like that.
It was like, oh my god, I saw the purple. I was like, Robin. And the other blind box was a blind box keychain, and she's like floating. It's just like in a message in a bottle type keychain, and she's like floating in there with liquid. Also pulled that random, and then the other random I got was Usopp. So, at least I got the guy that she terrorizes constantly by just saying the things in her brain.
The 2 characters that lost their Meldon.
Yes, exactly. I also ended up getting this Brook can at a round 1 after many tries. I tried 14 times to get this Brook can out of a Crane game, and eventually just asked, and they tested the Crane game, and it was misfiring like the claw, so that's why I wasn't getting it. And they were testing it, and and they're like, "How many times did you try?" And I was like, 14, and they're like, and they move the can into the hole, and they're like, "Here you go."
That's really nice. That's really nice.
Like,
that's what they're supposed to do. Like most Crane. Okay, so most
because they were testing the Crane game, and I could tell from their face it was not working properly.
Yeah. Because the thing about Crane games is like, unless you're in Japan, they are not maintained as well in America, and they're usually cheaper.
That's why they all kind of
ratio.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
All the Crane games are ratio that they're supposed to work like X amount of times.
They're like slot machines. They have a payout.
Hold on.
Yes.
Y'all wrapping up?
Yeah, we
so
are.
I gotta eat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You want to drop your plug?
We should wrap up now because you already announced all your videos this week.
Yeah, I've already done all my stuff, so it's up to you guys to do announcements.
Hey, Kels, what do you do tomorrow?
I stream Persona 5 Royal, where you can ask Soundout his thoughts on Time Stranger, I guess. And if Wheels shows up in time, his thoughts.
Yeah.
At 4 p.m.
I have
Eastern.
a lot of thoughts.
Yes, you do, actually, which I want to hear if you show up.
Yeah, Kyle, it was a round 1 I was at. Their machines are more fair. Like, you can actually like win stuff. But thank you,
I'm eating
Kels.
my dinner.
Go enjoy your dinner. All right.
You can follow me at Dark03 on YouTube and Blue Sky. Do Archimedes on the one you see this very channel. You want any? Feel free to DM me near Discord or Blue Sky.
Yeah, Wheels Hero Club stuff, right?
All right, so go check out our website, hero-club.com, where we currently mostly just have comic book reviews and other reviews and interviews from all of our past content and future content, mostly just because we are so like stressed out and burnt out that it's hard to cover the actual news, so we just do the streams on Soundout
we can plug
stream
something.
and
We can
Wednesday stream.
plug something actually. Check out our interview with Dorothy Fawn and Tom Fawn because
Digimon.
Dorothy Fawn. Yeah, because
Yeah,
not
go
just
check
Digimon,
out
but Dorothy
Dorothy
Fawn.
Fawn.
But not just Digimon because she voices Minervamon in Time Strangers.
Yes. Immediately when I heard Minervamon, I immediately said, wait a second, this sounds like Dorothy. I immediately was like, Dorothy, what are you doing here?
Also, check out our other Digimon-related interview with Jeff Nimoy.
Yes. And then we also have other Digimon, I think, people, too, in the past.
We do, yes. And hopefully in the future. And we have a new interview coming when I get a chance to edit it, which I didn't, because...
Yeah. Because there was an audio issue, and that delayed us horribly.
Check out the Jeff Nimoy video. Check out the Jeff Nimoy interview. There's a lot of fun stuff in that one.
Oh yeah, you want some dirt on Saban Productions?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Michael Sorich or something eventually.
Sorich should be fun.
You need to interview and ask him.
I wish
you need to ask what's his favorite role. Miko the cat or Namon? which was his favorite role?
The real question we gotta ask Michael Sorich is about his horrible case of diarrhea.
Yes, from VR Troopers. All right, well, we should wrap up because I could be here all night, and that would be bad for my digestive system because it needs food. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks, everybody, for sticking out through our technical glitches. Appreciate that. That was fun. And we will be back next week for the same crazy show, but even crazier because I'm going to talk about Tron Ares and New York Comic Con. And specifically, I'm going to be talking about Tron Ares. That's going to be a rabbit hole, I'm guaranteed. You know what would suck if a Tron Ares has nothing to talk about and it's really boring. That would be the worst case scenario, honestly.
Well, hey, I literally had a conversation about that movie this morning. It was pretty funny.
Cool. Anyways,
Somebody.
we'll see you guys next week. Latest.